Oh, there we are. Hello, hello. Welcome to another evening of Risible Gaming. I'm playing more Esoteric Ebb tonight. I'm actually going to move myself over to the other side because when I was going through the VOD, trying to make my shorts, my big fat head was covering up the dialogue. Well, now I'm covering up. Where do we want to be? No, then I'll be right in the middle. Damn, I need an overlay so that my big fat head's not in the way. I'll just go lower. Just wait. A little bit more out of the way. Like that. I'll have to take another look at it once I've got some dialogue up on the screen. Okay, so what did we do last time? We woke up on a stone slab after someone pushed us into the lake and we drowned. We learned that we got resurrected. Talked to the vampire lich. We learned that there's an election. Right, we're on our way to the Goblin Chieftain. I guess we might as well do it. That's like the next step in the main quest. Oh, hold on. We got a few things to interact with over here first. Ancient, sort of interesting. What is it? Garden monument. Embedded in the earth, you find weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has grounded down and is a monument to nothing now. There is something here, but can you understand it? Its purpose? The snail stuff. It's called. Your hand runs across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find they are not at all coarse. You realize this was most certainly an esoterically constructed art piece. It's more, or you do feel the outline of a script, symbols. Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. Oh, let me. Okay, yeah, my fat head's not in the way so much now. Actually, we can even just a little bit more. Symbols do not mean anything to you. Oh, if we had comprehend languages, we need to get comprehend languages. But okay, let's just check this tube and then we'll head to the garden. Pipe like this could lead anywhere. Look down the pipe. Crawl inside now is his constitution. You know, I haven't done anything since I loaded, so we could get in that pipe. Can't seem to get further without immense force. The diameter of the pipe is not wide enough to support your body, even with the no armor and or added friction lowering substance. Ooh. Okay, let's not get stuck in the pipe right this second. The hole is made for you. You do not fit. Strange. It should solve all of the mysteries. Oh well. We'll have to come back to the hole. I bet there's a like a shrink self spell? Reduce person maybe? What am I clicking on here? Shiny. Oh, a shard. Okay, let's head to the goblin. Oh, another shard? Oh, come on. Nature seeps through the cracks. Sure does. Snell. And behold you. Oh no, that's a 0. Behold that a 0. Jesus. Alright, we don't know anything about Snell. What do you got there? Snell's notepad. I don't know why. I know this is how Disco Elysium works, but I don't know why they insist on having Like -2 strength on a notepad. It seems silly to me. The steals are relatively easy, but we don't need to do that. Let's chat him up first. Find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. Behind him, a vast view of the mouth of River Torna. Let me guess, you're the cleric. Bring humility. That's a failure? Normally when strength fails, it's like, I'm a bitch. I must bow down to this person. I'm gonna try No I'm Not to see if I have the option to say I'm the mage. Although if I say the cleric, I get XP. I want that XP. And we get more and more XP. Damn. Runner and handler of the Whibbit. Old lady's been waiting for you. This old lady must be the chieftain. Yeah, obviously. This is the beginning of a great cultural cooperation and exchange. Shut the fuck up, wisdom. Right, time to mingle with the lesser cultures. Oh no, charisma's also... Can we go somewhere in between wisdom and charisma, please? Can we just be a normal person? One of those goblin salutes would indeed be perfect here. Squat down. Hello, goblin. Oh no. Nope. No gestures for you to get up. Stop. No squatting. It's not how you do it. So, I just, look down on you? Oh my god, we're actually squatting in game. Over on the left, you can see us squatting. I wish I'd seen the animation of him sitting down. Okay, we could keep... we either want to keep squatting or say we just look down on you. Sure, we'll do it. Yes, cleric, you look down on me. Keep squatting. The goblin stares at you. You were saying? The goblin looking around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Sleep deprived? Okay, right. Head down to the guard throne, but he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like a human shit. He's making a playful jab. Don't worry about it. Thanks, wisdom. The gall. You should teach him a lesson. I'll just, I'll be truthful. I died and was reborn. Now that's a good excuse. You laughs and motions down the stairs. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting. Trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Even further. I guess she's already disappointed in us. Just like my dad. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. A jest, I'm sure. I'm not. Well, I don't know about biting your head off, but seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Sure, for starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job, cleric. Okay. Don't say anything. I can't make any promises on that front. Sorry. Don't climb the trees. Okay. Stay away from the edges and enjoy the garden. My body trembles. He's just another warlord fighting over scraps. Don't let her get to you. Yeah. True. Oh, we're still crouching. Damn, I was hoping we could, like, crouch walk all the way down. Sacred River fights against red rocks. Alright, down we go. We got some floating lights. It's over here. You're probably not the lady. You look like a damn mushroom. Niswikala Nessen. What? A21, that'll get me all the info. They're in elf. I don't know what a Pimia is. True neutral, very, very druid. Unbothered, moisturized, happy in her lane. Damn, we got the low cortisol druid. She is focused on her work, but she does not seek strife. She will help you if you do not pose a threat. Her knowledge goes deep, far below the city. Learn from her and her loneliness. This elf is seeking an escape. Why else be here, of all places? Her matriarch... Yes, this woman is in trouble, just like you. Oh. Okay. Her stats are pretty mediocre. For a decent wisdom. Is that my HP or hers? Okay, that's mine. What you got? Speak with animals scroll. I want that. Can I buy it? A mushroom, which I don't really need because we have, like, we got a lot of healing at this point. She's looking very middle-aged office lady. She's making potions. I want some potions. Underneath a large red hat. I guess she made a mushroom hat as a style choice. Thought she might actually, like, have a mushroom on her head. Her drooping gaze slowly glides towards you. Not a hat. She has an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you got here. Slowly and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils. Her grin widens even more. Her expression leaves your legs weak, and not in a good way. What does that mean? Ears, white hair, ashen hue, and those eyes. An elf, aren't they rare? The city holds many folk, but elves are both few in number and seldom intermingle with lesser races. Well, that's not me. This is no elf of Ilium. Ancient elven empire, now a shell of its former self, once ruled by Ilium the Mender, a walking god who signed a treaty with Earth. This is an elf of Pimia. Hello, elf. We gotta make sure to address everyone by their race. You hear a guttural chuckle leave her lips. A man delves into the garden, his sight set on the mysterious below. Are you that man? Am I that man? There's no just like, yeah, you're right. Goblins are not the only ones who whisper underneath. Sure, there's ghouls and goons as well. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. She tilts her head in comically large mushroom hat. I'm talking about plants. Oh, she's stuttering. I'm talking about plants and such. The elf stammers. Can't even speak good. Although, that's a charisma failure. Is there something more to it? The elf does not as much stammer as she tastes some words more than others. What the fuck does that mean, wisdom? Not a speech impediment. It is her undercoast accent seeping through. Okay. She turns around, her red eyes glimmering beyond a mist of spores. Ness Wikalev the Green. Call me Nessun. I am underling to Hierophant of Vidana. Oh my god, there's so much lore in this game. Legendary Archdruid of the Undercoast, known for keeping balance, which usually means stopping any proper seafaring civilization from taking hold of the Dark Archipelago. Oh my god. As you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with nature itself on the regular. Yeah, obviously. You're a druid? Prove it! What does that mean? Oh, you think you're a druid? Talk to some plants. Just gives you a goofy smile. I don't see how I could prove as such more than I currently do. She's looking the part. For sure. She's got a head mushroom. I've spent my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? Over the basics, it's about nature's spirits, like warlockism. No, do you? I'll just say they went over the basics. She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since she raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There is much to be learned from your folk and your settlement in this band. What do you mean by band? An esoteric divide splits the circular coast of Jor into 8 geographic areas, commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits and stretches from the coast to the infinite waste. She speaks as though the Earthfolk's 60-something years of civilization building is nothing but a footnote in her history book. Well, 60 years isn't a long time in terms of history. How sustainable is your lifestyle? Both or either. Press down on a mushroom in her bowl, sending a... What do you mean by sending a puff of spores in there? Why is this highlighted? That is definitely a typo. That is definitely not supposed to be highlighted. They just meant like sending, like normal sending. She isn't casting the sending spell here. How do you replenish the resources you consume? And if you do not, how many years until depletion? I don't know. All I can do is say I'll think about it. The elf speaks of the realm. How long until your way of life collapses? To keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land is the only just way to live. We'll eventually chew through this land and be forced to expand. That's how most civilizations work. We probably don't live in balance. Excuse me. I personally could live on an apple a day. That's pretty sustainable. I don't know. We had a lot more than one apple, to be honest. We ate like a whole pile of them. Yeah, we're gonna have to expand. Watch people for some time from a distance. I am not one to make judgments. This is for the earth and sea. But it worries me how few primal forces there are to keep you at bay. Yeah, we're too strong for that. She places the palm against the rough floor. Ophidia has helped to keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your human arcanists. Each creates a power that not only overtakes the primals, they do so with ease. That great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable. She speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. Primal is just another of those powers she mentions. It can be tamed. It should be. Humans barely exist anymore. We're almost extinct. Don't worry, nature always survives. Primal stuff should just get stronger then. these are all interesting takes. They're kind of all true. There's not a lot of humans left. And nature does usually survive to some extent. This is the unhinged answer. He's like, nature should just get stronger. We'll be a little unhinged. A solution, I see. Trust me when I say you do not wish to live in a realm where nature fights back. Really fights back. She takes a deep and deliberate breath. Now enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? The elf speaks of nature as a close ally. You should. Wait, what does she ask? Well, your cheeks clench. What does that mean? No, not good. Calm down. This is not a hostile situation. Elaborate? Of course, I apologize if I was vague, human. I only mean most humans in the settlement group in pairs. I wondered if those of your kind do the same, form such long-term committed partnerships. She did not have ill intent in her original... What? I was worrying if she was calling me maidenless. I'm the cleric. I go solo. What are these answers? I see. It's the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. You're never alone, even when it feels like you are. Shut up, wisdom. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl. Just olive oil. Cheap brand. If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. Give me your scroll, damn it. She finds that I'm reasonable. Well, that's great. You don't look like an elf. What the hell does that mean? She sure fucking looks like an elf to me. She's got the ears. It's really the only thing you need. Only what the roots whisper me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quakes. They fear what's to come. They whisper. Do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with trees often, do you? No, obviously not. Give me a speak with plants scroll, and I'll change that. You should stop and listen more often. Shut up, wisdom. Oh, she was much further below. That the city is at fault, that Lady Sageleaf should take over, the usual. I will not deliberate on things I have no knowledge about. Fair. Why would I ask them what they're voting for in the election? I just don't care. I don't care. Unless they're voting for me, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's show her our wisdom. We got a 50-50 here. Damn. We're gonna try. I gotta start clenching. Nope. Pain can be a good teacher. Perhaps you've learned something here. Oh, I thought that was the cost, the little X thing. That's how many I have. You tried it once, you clenched a hard... Alright. Yeah, we're using a shard here for sure. No fucking way! We're getting blown the fuck out. Okay, we didn't take even that much damage. Okay, I was hoping the DC would get even lower, but it didn't. Okay. Fucking finally. I'm proving my attunement to nature. Interesting, yes. She places the bowl on her desk to the ground before you. You may show what you've learned in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of Jor's strings through every branch of the mushroom. Hold your hand over the bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums, moves the bowl even closer to you. You've attempted this before. It did not go well. You believe that is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the towers used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside this bowl. Is she cooking? Is this going to be a joke where she was just frying up some mushrooms? I don't know why else she'd put olive oil in a bowl with mushrooms. Strings within them, around them, grab one of them, change it. Oh. What happened? Something's happening. At first, nothing, then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it's connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. You ruined my brew. It's fine, listen. Whoops. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. Okay, we got the druidcraft cantrip. We can unlock unique interactions. I'm a natural. You are, aren't you? Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms onto the ground. The contents wriggle before you. Made the mushrooms come to life? No, they're supposed to move like that. You did not perform that big of an esoteric feat. Not yet, at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. Perhaps you can be one human I share knowledge with, if that's what you wish. I love plants. Class conflict updated. Primal kin completed. Look, I just want power. I need to learn all the magic. I can't... You know, what kind of wizard would I be if I didn't learn magic when I had the opportunity to do so? I want to learn to speak with animals. Oh, she just gives me the scroll. It's done. Guess when you have an animal to speak with, and you should be able to hold a conversation as long as you can keep up. What is druidcraft? I would call it a most useful path of communication with nature. Be used for many a thing, but for you I would suggest focusing on the basics. Use it to move peacefully through the roots and to show your balanced nature to those primal spirits who roam below. Can nature protect me? With bark skin? I do have a spell scroll of it, but it's down in the roots below the garden. If you pass by it, take it. I keep a cache hidden underneath Lord Pooh. Pooh is Elvish for tree. A cute nickname. We have a password. Just say... I better not have to write this down. Minunsexikas Pooni. And he'll open right up. You can have the other stuff inside as well. And Sage Leaf wants you to succeed. What's that mean? Flattery of the highest kind. She gives you a creepy smile. Just give the password and he will grant you access. I would love to hear their take on the difference between Primal, Arcane, and Divine. The answer to that could be many. I would lean towards saying that they differ in only origin. But that origin makes all the difference in the world. Okay, sure. He's like, I'm glad I don't have to explain. I'm a shitty teacher. Can you make food? There's a spell that would be very useful for you since you're on the run all the time. Good apple. It creates 5 apples. Each can feed a grown man for a full day. Give me... I don't have that spell scroll, sorry. But I do seem to remember I handed one to Moongore. She might keep one in the roots of Pooh. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where she was trying to send me, but it's down where the where Moongore is. God, what are they called? A bugbear. Where the bugbear chick is. Bugbear, right? Oh, it's right there. Yes, yes, indeed. How wonderful. She really needs more socializing down there. Such a lovely woman. Quite the bite on her. Okay, how do I get her the spell? Just tell her I sent you. Moongore and I are friends, you see. They're real. I've customized this spell myself in the process of helping Sage Leaf's apple strains down here. Excellent. Okay. She looks like enough to me. So I don't want to say that. Okay. That was very fruitful. It's getting late in the day. It's already 3 p.m. Where am I going to be sleeping tonight? Hold on, let me... Oh my god, what is this? Circle Square. You've managed to get the Asgul dwarves to leave the Circle Square, but at what cost? What is going on? A dozen dwarves and an orc walk into a tavern. The orc turns to the tavern keep and says, "Hey, give me a large one." The tavern keep says, "Please don't turn this into a joke. These are real people you're talking about. What is going on here?" Let me continue. So the dwarves go. The dwarves have struggled as a minority for decades. They deserve respect, nothing less. No, really, what's going on? You're divided, but a truth will be achieved. Whatever. Look, the gist of the story is the orc is hard at work improving this shitty little city. The dwarves are annoying and stupid. Got it? Oh. Okay, so dexterity wants to side with the merchants, and wisdom wants to side with the dwarves. You believe for a second the orc wants this city to improve? No, you've seen too much to ever believe such a lie. This is some kind of debate? The orc is with the Freestriders, right? So she's with the good guys. The dwarves are Asgulists. That means they like poor people, thus making them the good guys. Kind way to put it. The revolutionary Freestrider will bring freedom, democracy, and riches to Norvik. Last part being the most poignant. Let's focus on each of these points, one at a time. Oh, come on. Freedom. Freestrider rule would entail joining the Free City Alliance. Local politics will be focused entirely upon serving the core cities and reeds and the interest of the trade company. Democracy. While it's true that they initiated the move towards universal suffrage, the Freestriders are known for both ruthlessly pushing propaganda to vulnerable folk, as well as just simply buying votes. This is fact. Ridiculous. I believe it. Riches. The claim that Freestriderism would somehow enrich the folk of Norvik is actually ridiculous. What kind of riches are being distributed to the lower class of the city with the already Freestrider-owned factories? This is silly. Without Freestriders, you'd probably be a farmer. Who the fuck wants to be a farmer? Farming is good, healthy work. Healthy? Don't change the subject. You two never shut up. I feel like I should make a decision here. Oh, we get a feat. Yes, you must retain the spirit of the Asgalian Revolution. After completing a quest branch, you can allow it to take root in your mind. When doing this, you must make a choice between available feats. Take a deep breath and stand up against the ever-growing wave of capitalism. Okay, well now we're getting crazy. You should choose Asgalian Spirit and Speech. This feat, you restore 1 hit point for every hour that passes. Kind of mediocre. Greed ain't so bad. To be able to unlock a better life for yourself, who wouldn't want that? You should choose Money Talks. With this feat, you gain 50% more crowns on pickup. Ooh, now we're talking! I don't know about all that, the political philosophy, but if you're just talking about the effects of our feats, I got a lot of healing items already, but what I don't got a lot of is money. And we're early on in the game, which means the longer the game goes on, the more free money we get for Money Talks. Now keep an eye out for any opportunity. There are crowns to be made in every corner of this stinking place. I feel like you've resolved some conflict in the world. Okay. Do I have any other quests? No. Okay, we got Arcanist. Oh, Cleric's up to 7. But wait. Arcanist and Wizard are separate? Interesting. I got more Arcanist than Wizard. I really need to lean more into the Wizard. Okay, these are just the different quests. Okay, interesting. We're missing 2 hit points. It's not too bad. I'm gonna eat 1 apple so that we're only missing 1 hit point. Hedge our bets a little bit. Oh, that was our grease spell. Oh my. Why is this like a map? Not that I hate having a map. I like having a map. Okay, we haven't memorized Speak with Animals yet. I'd like to see the description of Druidcraft here. Whispering to the spirits of nature, you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that follows you. This effect allows you to engage with primal entities that would otherwise hide from your presence. Interesting. Duration set is instantaneous. Oh. Okay. Your stomach twists. Beware her illusion. Someone illusionating? Well, let's get a save in here. Is that the dragon? Or no, she's the dragon's got to be up there. Oh, this is the guy we were just chatting with. Behold, Lady Sageleaf. Beholding. Oh, that's a big wisdom. 27 strength. She is a fucking dragon. Level 18 chieftain. They're being really liberal with the character classes here. Something is very wrong. Her eyes are striking your soul. Hold on to that feeling or you will be consumed. She wields power you could only dream of, yet her actions betray her nature. Evil good is selfishness for one's own tribe, the defining trait. This creature is no goblin. Though her desire lies heavily invested within this tribe, she is far older and far more dangerous than all these servants of hers combined. Oh, and she's got 25 con and 20 in. Okay. Lady Sageleaf is... It says she's a goblin, but she's definitely not. Oh, let's save again. Let's trifle with Lady Sageleaf. Pixie Dust Slush. What the fuck is that? Is that a drug? Ring of Regeneration. Slow regenerate. That's pretty good. Can I have that? Alright, let's chat. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree. Its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. I mean, she looks like a goblin. Although we can't see her legs. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. Her eyes follow you with an intensity reminds you of a certain pale man. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is horrific. Cleric of Norvik, of earth and river, her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. Yeah, I don't know why I needed to make a wisdom check for that. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her words are tainted in disdain. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. You should run. No, wait, you can't, but you should. Dominion, she has control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? An immense pressure. You have no power here. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. I did have an accident. She scoffs. Yes, I know about your little trip down the river. That's no excuse. I literally died. The Earthguard should have sent someone else, like a big shot paladin or something. She clicks her teeth behind a set of sharp teeth. No excuse. Brown turns into a wary expression. Whatever. He does not feel like mauling you now. Hers is a frightful presence. Some powerful creatures have auras that cause fear to those near. Yeah, like a dragon. Do not become frightened. I would love to make this con check. Very good. Embrace your tired being as you meet her glare. With trembling innards, you resist. Such an incredible aura emanating from this creature. It must be esoteric in nature. She lifts her chin. You stand. Good. She's not impressed, just happy you did not completely lose your mind. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno in the middle of the day right on Pillar Road. My road. She roars, and you stand your ground. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like it's a curse word, he alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. She appears to have been stewing over this annoyance for some time. Why does Darrow say that? Because he is a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Well, she leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law on Lord Tolstad. The definition of that has always been vague. Some see it as anything below ground, some as below water level. It is, or was, rented out of a corner on the central far. We've actually been there, so we know where it is. Just above the holes next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, that property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head. Lady, my people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises to deal with it, to clean even. No, suddenly it's the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Yeah? Sounds shady. Let's get on her good side. Normal business in Norvik. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. Apparently we think the goblin is sexy. I mean, I get for a goblin, he's a good-looking guy. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf. Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. How can know that? Is that a typo? It should be, how can they know that? You want to check it out yourselves. Yeah. The lady glances at him, at which he responds by making a nervous face. He's embarrassed. The explosion... What does that mean? Why is he embarrassed? Are they fucking? The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Thank the gods. Not a big fan of gods. We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. That's a sort of prefix used by Earth folk, a human most likely. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers, you hear, a real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Waterlane. So he's either in the dungeon or in Waterlane. It sounds like a fake name. Reads in fashion. This line of questioning isn't very helpful. Although one of the militia members mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down to the crossing or somewhere else. We don't know. Okay. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, Cleric. Secrets in the ashes. Corruption, madness, she claws at her wooden throne. Politics. Bureaucracy wears her down. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished. Spell would indeed be the only logical answer for such destruction. Bring justice, a rogue spellcaster, isn't there an anti-magic task force we can call for? Can he deal with it? Point at Snell. No, I will bring justice. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Cleric shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. The words seep out from her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. This is about revenge? We'll just nod. She looks upon you with a grim expression. The goblin is worried. Her hope is that you step it up and take on this investigation properly. Her fear is that you will screw it up legendarily. I mean, that's a fair concern, to be honest. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf. You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. I want you to represent the tribe in this adventure. Oh, is Snell joining our party? His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. The expression is that of shock. He did not expect this. Do not disappoint me, Snell. A new member to the party. I've always wanted a goblin of my own. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. At your service, Lady Sageleaf. Damn goblins. I like teasing the goblins, but we're not going to outright oppose them. Huzzah! She looks at me like I'm kitchen mold. Damn. He's the one. Just keep him in line. Nah, you can't stop me. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, Cleric. Snell has joined as a companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. The lady is keeping information from you. I visited the tea shop entrance, but it was shut. Yes, by esoteric decree. So you gotta ask your coin lord for the passphrase, unfortunately. And we should also look for the witness. Yeah, Frank, dressed in yellow. He winces, either over on Water Lane or down in the city below. I didn't see him in the city below, but we should check down in the roots. I want that care package from our friend Nessa. How do we get it? Where's our coin lord? Okay, we need to talk to Darrow. We need to get an audience with him if you want to. Okay, well, how the hell am I going to get an audience? We get a new feed? No. Okay, well that went okay. Hey, what's up? What's up, Snell? I just have to take care of. Go solo. What's your position? Where do I sleep tonight? I don't know, Cleric. Can't the city pay for something? You're a cleric, for God's sake. I could just not sleep. That's fine, right? Are you asking for permission? You'll get exhausted if you don't sleep, Cleric. If you do not take a long rest 8 hours before dawn, you get 6 levels of exhaustion. That's a lot. That's a lot of exhaustion. If you get 10 levels of exhaustion, you die. I don't want to sleep with Viskin. He's like a fucking vampire lich. Can I sleep with you? No, we are not gonna hit on the little goblin man. Can I sleep in the goblin garden? No. Or, I mean, he thinks about it for a second and then once again says no. Well, why the fuck not? You can't give me a little closet to sleep in? You just sleep here. This is right here? Yeah, right in front of Lady Sageleaf. His reaction to that statement will not change no matter where you go on this river fortress. Okay, maybe not. That's the coin lord. Well, Darrow's our boss. I really feel like if they want me on their side, they should offer me a place to sleep. Viskin's Lich House must be located within these walls, just a bit further up. What? Where does this go? Oh, that door. Okay. Interesting that the Lich House is connected to the Goblin Lady's audience chamber. It's convenient for me. I don't know if I think it makes sense. Tunnel to Central Tolstad. Where? Oh, okay. I know where this is. That leads out to where the little red imp guy is. What about this? Oh, the drunk sphinx. That's... I guess it's not open yet. We got one more. The Goblin Garden. I haven't been over here. Oh, we haven't. I don't think we've interacted with the pillar here. Ooh, that's a real... The goblin is impatient. What the fuck, man? I mean, advantage and disadvantage cancel out, but... Can I tell him to fuck off? So I can make this roll? Well, I want to see what happens when I tell him to leave. Ah. I don't think so. I've got stuff to handle solo. Yeah, that'd be great, actually. Look, I've been assigned by Lady Sagely for self to watch over these proceedings. The halfway tribe has a vested interest in keeping the streets safe. She also absolutely does not trust you to handle this yourself. But if you're insisting on it... Okay. Great. Now we can fail this check with advantage. Yeah. No! Piece of shit. Let me use a shard. We're going through these shards fast. Okay, we got it. Hello? Hello? He is here. Who is here? It's divinity. Death. Necrocrat. I wish that word was highlighted. What the fuck is a necrocrat? Your hands repelled from the surface. You understand plainly. There is more to this pillar than you need to investigate. In time and further below. Yeah? Okay. Dormitory out of commission. You guys have a fucking dormitory? Or is this... Oof. Oh, she. She is dressed in fine silken robe like a noble woman. Well, we don't have much info. What have you got? Money? She's pretending to not look at you. Citizen, identify yourself. A fake take. What? Loitering. Are we a cop now? What's your favorite color? What? No, go away. How rude of her. Makes you mad. Tell her she's stupid. Bowel instinct? What? She does look at you now with a disgusted expression. Did I say that out loud? You. What do you know about the tea shop? It exploded. Everyone keeps saying that. I get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. Well, we flubbed that interaction. What's going on with these over here? Oh, there's to the water lane. Okay. We can get to the docks that way if we want to. Alright, let's go pick back up our goblin. Come here. Huh? Ready to head out? Well, you're not getting started. We were only apart for 10 minutes. Oh, I wanted to go over here, up these stairs. I swear there were stairs up here. Am I crazy? The question tree keeps having like an update thing, but it's not actually anything there. Oh, here they are. I ran past them. What is this? Huh? A tunnel to the river. Certainly want to take a look at the river, since that's where I died. Can't really do much here. We're way off track now. Where the fuck am I going? Oh. What? Slit mailbox says Snell. Oh, this is Snell's house. We're just... did we not behold him before? I need a... Oh. Don't mind me, Snell. I'm just gonna have a look around your place. Why are we interacting with the lantern? I'm just gonna fix the lantern without saying anything. Nat 20, our first Nat 20, totally wasted on the DC 6 lamp fixing. Should realize a bit later than you should have that there is an esoteric effect on the lantern itself. Investigating it further reveals the issue: the glowstone's connection with the flimsy metal plate around it. While the heat remained and the stone is quite hot, its weak esoteric light was esoterically spread out across the full surface of the lantern instead of focused on the glowstone itself. Now you won't have to trip when going to the bathroom in the middle of the night anymore. Oh, he has dark vision. Well, if you have dark vision, why the fuck do you have the lamp? Huh? What is one of Snell's boxes? I'm gonna steal all your shit. What's this ointment? This glass jar, 3 inches in diameter, contains a handful of doses of a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe. The jar and its contents weigh half a pound. As an action, 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. Plus 10 HP. Is that... okay. It's just a healing potion, basically. Oh, it's a healing potion you can use in combat, which is super valuable, actually. Snell's work. Huh? How come there's a... oh, is that Lady Sageleaf in the picture? I can't quite tell. Two of them connected via long red threads. What's this, Snell? Oh yeah, Project Visualizer. Helps me keep track of jobs. You can check it out if you want. I haven't done much other than a basic outline of the tea shop yet. I've been busy with all the running around. Will be nice to Snell. Once we're finished, I'll make sure to compile it into a proper report for the old lady. Birdman with a blonde and white pattern, along with the note tea shop owner. Well, we know him. Bulky Merman. We met him. A dwarf. I don't know if it's the dwarf we talked to or not. A pale man holding a skull. Is that Viskin? Or whatever the lich's name is? Woman with fancy beard and a fish symbol in the corner. Suppressing info, beware. Okay, it is Lady Sageleaf in the middle. Enemy spy, city conspiracy? I'm insulted that I'm not in his conspiracy outline. Stand before a simple bed frame. Nah. We don't need to interact with his bed. A bagatelle. The goblin has some good taste then. I don't know what that means. Okay. Let's get out of here. I want to talk to Darrow, but I don't know where he is. RNA. I don't live here. Yeah, obviously. Simi, son of Strokeback. Mm-hmm. We don't need to talk to Simi right now. I think he was at the demonstration. Oh, okay, this is where we are. Snell, can you help me with this lady? Not again. Nope. Okay, let's run around looking for Darrow. I want to talk to Darrow before it's nighttime. Where's this? Oh, that's the Sphinx. This should go out to the courtyard. Let me pray real quick since we learned a new spell. I wish I would remember what I had prepared before. No, let's go this way. Oh, this looks fancy. Is this where Darrow is? Central Temple. Oh. Street sign. A magical street sign. Which way to Darrow House? Up the temple slope and the golden stairs. Is this the slope? Oh. Who are you? Lady Chamar, Mountain Lamp. That's a weird title. That's a weird title to have. Follower of the Holy Mountain of Divinitorum. She hates you entirely due to your blood origin. Or maybe there's something else? What? Oh, she's also a level 2 cleric. We're twinsies. I'm also a level 2 cleric. What's up, bitch? She hates me for my blood origin is a crazy line. Her eyes are locked with yours. Greetings. Voices are emotionless and spoken from deep in her chest. I am Chamar. I hail from the slopes of a mountain. A golden horde. Remnants of a celestial empire in Divinitorum, led by a horrifying choir, a hyper-intelligent light being. They spread fear throughout their lands as well as parts of Western Escania. Yeah, that's crazy. Lovely to see a visitor to my great city. I do not have time to talk much. Why are you staring at me so much? Is that a bad thing to do in this city? It's a bit weird. Then I will attempt to stop. Thank you for informing me. Who are you voting for? Obviously. Men are weak. We speak so much, breed, and spread like an esoteric wave. Yet we do not have a view on the long term. Democracy depends on folk being informed. They are not. I'm informed. But not all are as informed as you. Well, you know, it's true. To answer your question, stranger, I would vote for whoever stopped this foolish democratic dream. Once I'm supreme ruler, god wizard of this city, I will do just that. Lofty ambitions for a mortal. Half of me is lofty. The rest is pure-blooded genius. Yes, more Arcanist. You cannot be pure-blooded and a half-breed at the same time. But I wish you luck on your journey. I'm late. I am busy later as well. Well, fuck you, Shabelle. Youth Asgal Modissa. We got a big roll. A girl on a mission. She's out to fight for the green, no matter the battle. Her brash exterior is no fakery. It is her heart worn on each of her sleeves. Responsibility. That is the weight she feels weighing upon her shoulders. Modissa does not see herself, her ego, as having any greater meaning. Rather, that meaning has been transposed from others. Her mentor, her friends, but most importantly, her ideology. She does not believe in Asgalism. Not truly, for she happens to be one of those people who does not see any rules upon the urban sprawl and cultural battlefields as worthy of respect. She does not believe anything can be pinned down into an ideology. That belief itself, that is her true ideology, even if she does not know it yet. Ah, okay. I had planned to go 18 intelligence, but it just doesn't really help us that much, to be quite honest. I think we might want to start working. It is nice that we get 1 point every level. I almost want to start going into Dex. Just so that we can make a few checks, a few Dex checks. We are also, seems like we're aligning with the merchants a little bit. Charisma might help also. How many points do we need to get up? So, it's 8, 9 is -1. We have to put 2 points into charisma, get it up to -1. Rough. Maybe we just keep specializing. All right, we'll just hit the 18.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a courier. Huh? Help her push the paper into the slit. No, we're not gonna do that. Young and Dumb quest.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get done before evening, otherwise Water Lane is screwed. What? You hear the girl in green roan as she grabs a sack of papers. Not sure what that was about, but did you see the armband? Asgalist. The armband, yes. She's just some girl, no need to care. Okay. Sure. West, Toller's route. North Darrow House. I want to go Darrow House. I need to talk to the boss. I need to get permission to go into the tea place. Holy shit. There's a fucking there's a robot cowboy with one wing that's in camouflage coloring. What the fuck is going on here? He's literally got a halo. It's a fucking robo cowboy angel. Are they working security? What is this? City Sworn Angel. It's literally an angel. Cold, Stern, Glorious. Level 10 angel. She follows orders, the type of orders that grant eternal fulfillment. Okay. In the Coin Lord's garden, you encounter a porcelain specter. Polished armor, inhuman, her presence is both ethereal and demanding. She floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. Your goblin companion keeps his distance, muttering under his breath a word of disdain. Angel. The creature does not turn to face you. Instead, her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. Oh, her halo is all eyes. She's like biblically accurate angel a little bit. A handful of celestials are employed by the city after the Clanlands deal of 13. Arcane Cleric, she echoes, one of the Palace, Script House, and Earthguard. That's me. She replies by bowing her head slightly whilst her many eyes glare at you. She now lifts her chin. Then she opens her mouth to speak in a projected cold tone. Etir. She says her name like a declaration of existence. And she states her name, you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. The goblin gives you an uncomfortable look. The goblins don't like the angels. Or at least they're afraid of them. Cleric does not enjoy having telepathic conversations like this. That's a nice name. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. You should mention it. The eyes. She'll appreciate it. She would destroy you. She's too powerful. The angel would step upon your soul, stomp on it. Her domination would be good and just. What? Let it happen. Wisdom. What the fuck is your problem? What do I think of her many eyes? What does that mean? Tell her what I think of her many eyes. It's crazy. But we gotta go for it. Hey, we succeeded. Oh no. You're the one who told me to do it, Charisma, and I succeeded on your check. I don't want to hear a fucking oh no from you. The smooth thoughts and endless love. It's overflowing. What? Oh. Oh, that's not... I didn't think I was flirting with her. Pray tell, thou celestial harbinger of such splendid beauty and gleaming countenance, if the light might truly be of your making... For thine ethereal and glorious nature, beheld within that halo of eyes, is my duality which foreverly plagues my being and soul. The sun, I say. The sun is nothing compared to you. Point at her and whimper. What the fuck, dude? I did not know what I was getting myself into. All you said was, you should mention it to the eyes. She'll appreciate it. And I thought we were going to say... Okay. What the fuck? As you finish your rambling, there is a silence sweeping over the magistrate's yard. Foreverly is not a word. Now it is. As your helm touches the ground of the magister's garden, you feel the urge, the overwhelming and excruciating final urge to tell this angel one more thing. Earth be blessed in your presence. You consecrate this very earth, my lady. Nice to meet you. Let's just finish it up with a nice to meet you. The goblin is... Snell is freaking out. The words escape your lips like smooth, honey? Yeah, honey, I'm sure she loves that. She looks down on you with many eyes. No response at first, then she raises her head. Thank you. What? Phylogenistic agenda updated. What the fuck does that mean? A dry reply. At least she's not pissed. Take that as a win. Hey, Snell whispers to you, don't mess with this fucking thing. Too late. Too late. Maybe do some small talk, then ask the big questions. Why, aren't angels good? You ever heard of celestial punishment? We're talking seared flesh, Cleric, right off the bones. No, gods, no. The angel is most likely a radiant member of the Golden Horde. Do not mess with her. Nice weather we're having. Avoid eye contact. I'm here to investigate the tea shop. She's very non-vocal. We're getting nowhere with this. Be direct with her. That would make things easier. Just don't be too rude, okay? Well, she's just gonna stare at us. We're just gonna stare at her. She stares back 100-fold. I need to speak with Darrow. Slowly, the angel turns her face towards you for the first time. Oh gods, you're a dead man. Snella's sweating. Mulutki presmofil. Celestial tongue. A common derogatory saying among the horde. It means something among the lines of, the little one speaks. You can sense she does not see you as worthy. Is that alright with you? Perhaps you should stand up for yourself? Take a step forward. Don't disrespect me, Angel. Yeah. Mulati Shenmo to you, too. Okay, sure. Now about the magistrate. As you do, she makes her first real move. One step. Hand placed upon the top of your helmet. The goblin grits his teeth and stumbles back. The ring rotates around her head and now yours. She is close. She leans in. You see through the gap in her skull where her eyes should be. A warning, Cleric. Jedno. Before taking a step back, leaving you frozen. She will be your death. Your body is pulled towards her. Despite her harsh words, you see her body language relax, maybe. It's hard to tell, but she does not appear truly angry. Coin Lord Darrow is busy. When is he available? She looks to her right, towards the building, leaning against the ancient tower. After a moment of silence, she says, Coin Lord Darrow will be available post-midnight. Okay. He will only be available after midnight, between 0 and 6. Okay. He will be in his restuir. I don't know that word. Let me look that up. Restuir. Google doesn't know this word either. No, what? Rest, O-U-I-R. I spelled it right. What? It's not a typo. Google has never heard of this word before. The AI keeps trying to tell me I made a typo. It's not a typo. It is suggesting me a bunch of things from Esoteric Ebb. What the heck? All right. Well, I guess I'll never know. Several of her eyes look to the entryway to her right. Oh. Okay, well, I'm glad my in-game character has the intelligence to know that's not a real word, because Google agrees. And whoever is attempting to make it one deserves a life of suffering. Is Restuir? Yes. He just says yes. Oh man. It looks like the XP scale is that the amount of XP we need for each level triples each time. It was 300 and then 900 and then 2700. Right. She's clearly a master manipulator, just standing there staring. You speak good human for an angel. I love all the funny, like, I don't want to say racist, but the funny happenings when cultures mingle. I guess we're just gonna have. Let's stay on our good side. Well, I'm gonna ask this funny question anyway. Human is not a language. Holy shit. She's being pedantic as hell. He is so afraid of the angel, he stifles his witty remarks. The common tongue of man is called Diminorian, of old Diminor. You speak good Diminorian. I speak every tongue, Cleric. It is not special. Your companion raised an out. Really? Even Goblin? Tommy, she says, turning her gaze to him. Nachtathu Gobar? She most likely said something akin to, I do indeed, don't you, Goblin? Oh, awesome. Good job, lady. You goblins speak Goblin in Norvik after the integration efforts. Oh. Sad to hear. Goblins have lost their mother tongue. Not integration, it was a genocide. The Goblin genocide. Oh my god. I've been in a party with a few D&D characters who support this. The destruction of the Goblin clans of Askanane by Earth around 50 years ago. 3 clans were then integrated into Norvik, with their new generation being put through human schooling. Oh, we'll ask at the tea shop. Gwendolyn Darrow has requested no unauthorized access. But I am authorized. You are not. Personal questions? Please? No. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. There's so many. Well, let me save and then see if I can pick up these apples. What is this snail? Truly ancient piece of history, propped up as a garden decoration. Ooh. Take a shard. I wasted all my shards already. Well, not all of them, but 7 apples. We've got so much healing. Can I pick these apples on the roof? No. Entrance to the old guard tower. You know, my goal was to talk to Darrow because I wanted to get into the tea shop as soon as possible, but looks like that's not happening. Oh, what? Am I not allowed? I'm not allowed up here because the angel will chop my head off? I guess we'll just check out whatever we see then. Well, I guess we're done here. The road leads into central Tolstad. You have no business there. Okay, I see. Let's go talk to the bugbear then. Oh no, let's go into the temple. We're a cleric. Surely the temple will give us a helping hand. Oh, holy shit, this guy looks like he's from Dark Souls. The duck. Not. This is a true warrior. Undead. Oh. What have you got? The caretaker, holy shit. Advantage against chaotic creatures and +1 to most of my stats. That's pretty fantastic. I want to inflict wounds. And a crypt key. Hey, we gotta be friends with this guy. Let's chat up the duck. A dark iron can of a man sits alone on the temple steps. His face obscured, an axe strapped to his back. Thick axe, heavy. His armor is empty. Citizen? His helmed head is slumped downward slightly. He is not really here. Hello? Metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving ever so slightly. His head turns. Within the slits of his helmet, you see the faint shimmer of a bony face. Your name, soldier. His voice echoes out in the open chamber. Hear dread. Arcane cleric at your service, my lord. The knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. Are you Lord Gorm? I don't know who Lord Gorm is. I see. I'm looking for Lord Gorm. Have you seen him? No. Who are you? You feel a light breeze pass through your armor. A draft? Perhaps there's a secret door here somewhere. What? The duck. I am the duck. Horrifying. I want to be friends with the duck. This name of his is a code name, surely. He does not wish to share more. How do I open that gate? I have the key. Oh, can I have it? No. You are too weak for that. Who is he to judge? No, he's right. The city below is dangerous. You should make sure to prepare properly before heading down there. Perhaps bring more spells. Perhaps make sure to recuperate enough for you to once again be able to cast higher tier spells. It's embarrassing you have not already returned to your former state of Esoteric Master. Oh, we gotta get our book checked out. Where was that? The city below. It is darkness incarnate. Do not tread without care. A warning from someone with ages upon him. Who do you serve? Once again, he turns to you. I serve nothing. Where'd you get the cool armor? Got it. Get it. Attempt to have a firm discussion about masculinity. Oh no. Time to get emasculated. I love that. Boom. We are a bitch. Man, the architecture in this temple is amazing. Snell's trying to deflect. Try to contain yourself as well as your bulging masculine power. I don't want to fight him. Oh shit, we're gonna get fucked. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to destroy him or kill him, but we're gonna fight him. What are you doing? I hope you're well aware that I'm not going to ignore the goblin. This is war. Oh no. Well, at least we're going first. Oh, nat 20? Fuck. This is an amazingly terrible idea. Holy shit, this guy is fast. You're fucking dead. He does not raise a hand towards you. You see the scurrying of shadows in the corner of your vision. Your soul is laid bare. Feeling an immense and unbearable pain start to take hold. Your knees grow weak. He's casting a spell. We're gonna grunt. Your body convulses as the shadows wrap themselves around your being. A chunk of your being is being ripped from the stem. You only see the outline of a knight in front of you. It hit us for 20 damage. The Dark Knight is sitting on the stairs in front of you as if nothing happened. Your breathing is unsteady, legs trembling. How the hell are you still standing? I'm not done yet. Cough up blood. Can I give up now? Also cough up blood. What the hell are you going to do? The only thing you can, fight. Punch him in the face. Will you be my father? I mean my master? Our pocket watch is tingling. Wow, even with our +4, we need to roll a nat 20. Yeah, no. 17's not good enough. 17's not good enough to obtain a father. You heard me. Bow down your head. What is wrong with you? He sits down again, seemingly losing all aggression. The good knight seems to accept this as the end of the encounter. He sees you pose no threat at this state. He just sits there ready for a good talk. Divinity, there's light within this man. The knight shifts slightly, his armor scraping against the rock. The knight turns to look at you through his helmet. Soldier, your presence is unwanted. Present your query, then leave these hallowed grounds. Can you teach me magic? No, he mutters to himself. I do not have time for that. You have any spell scrolls? Grabs a scroll. Yeah! I want to inflict wounds, baby. Memorize it, soldier. Already did. Lifts his head. The darkness through his helmet focuses on you. No, soldier. Memorize it. I told you I already did. Point at your temple. I'm quick. The cleric here is a bit of a monster when it comes to magic, from what I understand. The Dark Knight nods, then lowers his head. You've earned his respect. Good. Your ability to memorize spells instantly is an incredible talent. He should be impressed. Well, he should be. How does one become a true warrior? Are we doing Vinland Saga now? A warrior. The knight places an iron gauntlet upon his knee and leans forward. A whispering wheeze escapes the slits in his helmet. Serve. Till the coast falls in on itself, until Jor breaks the veil and every god rips and tears our reality into shreds. Serve well, serve loyally. That's what a true warrior does, no matter what. He was wheezing. Your companion gives you a horrified glance. What if you serve someone evil? He shakes his head slowly. Place not the choice of morality into the hand of the one who swings the axe. Truth of alignment lies entirely with your god, soldier. Do not forget that. He lifts his hand and clenches it. Wait, who do you serve again? Viskin? Well, you are undead. I guess that makes sense, that you're a skeleton and Viskin's a... Viskin, the mortician? With a sudden force, the Dark Knight slams his axe into the ground. Darkness creeps through the hall. Within you. Do not speak of that, soldier. Is it a secret? Do not. Well, I don't make any promises. I didn't see them. We haven't actually looked around this place yet, but we'll take a look. Ask him about the ballot boxes. Election. Everyone should vote for me, ideally. Find yourself advocating for Arcanist ideals. Yeah! Okay, I think... Well, we can ask him why he's here. I am not. What are you doing then? I'm on my off hours. You like it here? I too would like to hang on the steps of the temple. But I don't have time, I'm busy. But I won't force you to hang out with me. Can I hang out with you, please? Serve this man. Okay. Do you know anything about the tea shop? I'll just be direct. Do you have any info that would help me? man passed through the halls below. Civilians do not pass there. Oh, the Star Witness. Past the crypt entrance through the Goblin's domain into the southern caverns. That's the Flip Caverns, where gravity is reversed below the city ruins. Dark hair, silk clothes, headwear, dressed in... Oh, there's our guy. The roots of the Goblin's tree. Then more tunnels, and then the sewer. Once you get there, the alligator might know more. His grounds are near. Alligator? His rage is endless, his appetite growing. Do not anger him. He won't... Okay. Use their passage below Viskin's Lair. Okay. He has been ordered to answer your questions. This feels forced. Charisma failure. He likes you. Damn it, Charisma. Why you gotta ruin my day? No, I think we're good here. Okay, the first thing is we need to heal. Because we got obliterated. I think we actually... Can I heal? We've got all these spell slots, so I might as well use some of them. We're gonna have to take a long rest pretty soon, right? Might as well use our spell slots. I don't think we're gonna do too much dungeon delving. Well, let's do... Well... No, we got all those incense. We can afford to use. 6 + 3. Then we'll eat some treats. Maybe one more. Okay. Why am I holding my crossbow? What the frick? Oh, let's remember we finally got an offensive spell. We got inflict wounds, baby. Some evil cleric shit, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, we're definitely playing 5th edition. 3d10 is pretty good. Wait, can I see the combat log? Did he did 20 damage to me on 3d10? I mean, it's not... I guess it's not... That's not that crazy. Average damage on 3d10 is 16.5. It's just a bit above average. I guess we're more of an Arcanist than a wizard. Deep storage? What the hell is that? I just can't interact with it at all. What is short resting? Oh, it gets rid of exhaustion. Oh, and we get 1 spell slot. Okay, that's sort of useful. This pile is a wonderful metaphor for democracy. Okay, we don't really care. Oh, what's that? Something in the plants over here. Time reclaims all. Did it? Oh, it's a shard. Okay. I'm happy to take as many shards as the game will give me. The Grandwood carving of Earth, father of Norvik. There's a message carved in. It says Goblin was here. Seems like goblins at work again. Vandalization. This happened because you are a weak man with a small member. Wow! You telling me I got a small peepee. The entire world would continue to grade over the centuries because of it. And it's okay. It's just the way things are. Famous artist, that guy. Never seen him, but you've definitely seen his work. Is this like a Banksy joke? Bit rude to just carve his name into the statue like that, but he's known to be a bit of a dick swinger. I don't have a small member. Always small compared to those larger. The competition never ends. Glance at Snell and mutter, I'm average. Goblin gives you a quick glance back. Huh? It's perfectly average. Man, we are schizophrenic as fuck. You've been standing there silently for a while. You're aware I have no context for what you're talking about, right? That's good. Anyway, where were we? The dick measuring competition. You should view this more as a metaphor. That's probably healthier. Why am I thinking about this? Who doesn't think about cocks a couple of times a day? Damn it, Charisma. The phallic nature of the statue must invoke it. I didn't really think it looked particularly phallic. I suppose. You truly worry so much there are potions and spells for this. An esoteric man need not worry about physical matters. Well, that's good to know. Anyway, you were focusing on this goblin fellow. I will personally destroy him. You won't. You wouldn't. As much as I'd love to see you try, no one can even get to him. The guy is as elusive as an ethereal spider. I don't think I've ever succeeded on a charisma check. It's totally pathetic. You've seen his mark around the city many times, but no one even knows if he's real. Might be dozens of guys. What do you think about the statue of my god, Snell? Real human culture here. Humans sure do like their wooden stuff. Can I use the power of my faith or something? What do you do? Close your eyes and pray? If you want to clean this old wooden thing up, you've got to handle it carefully. Yes, this is not something that you can solve with faith. Trust the artisan within. I trust my faith. No, this was a bad idea. I do not believe. Fuck. We have to roll a 16 now because I don't believe. Sad. Pathetic. I should have believed. Alright, so he wants us to be a higher level before he'll give us the key, it seems. Oh, we can just go into the dungeon. Actually, that's what we're going to go do. We're going to go talk to the hobgoblin so we can go get the Speak with Animals scroll. I think that's a good move. Okay, I got to be on the lookout for animals to speak with. I'm having trouble remembering if there were any. Do we still have the crossbow equipped? We do. One int. Oh, we do hit 18 wisdom with our wisdom tooth. Is there any new dialect? Oh, let me trifle. I don't remember what he had. The mind expansion. Yo, is that? It's like a. It's got to be like a permanent int increase potion or something. Snell, what can you tell me? You want to run down right in front of him? I don't think he can hear us. That's not the point, Cleric. Can you hear us? No, Cleric, nor am I listening. Go ahead. See? Viskin is a local mortician, unaffiliated, works on contracts with the city. The Whippets has a deal with him, partly because he's a neighbor and partly because he's not, human, mortal. Goblin clears his throat and throws a glance back at the mortician. He's not the type you want to make enemies with, but hey, he seems to like you, so good job on that. But my suggestion, keep your distance just to be safe. I was dead when I was brought here. Yes. I apologize for not telling you the truth earlier. I was advised not to. He puts down his pen and looks you dead in the eyes. When you arrived here, you were deceased. Sometime of the night from drowning. Right. Approximately 3 hours before arrival, I immediately began the formal procedure until I received word from Lady Sageleaf, along with payment. The lady wants you alive. He nods. She wants you alive. The lady had been notified of your arrival here. As such, I prepared a resurrection. You rezzed me? I rezzed you. Yes, that's powerful magic. It is. I have my sources. The Pale Man holds incredible power if he is able to bypass the esoteric limitation. However, I suggest you speak with Lady Sageleaf about this. If you require answers, I am simply a middleman in this. Snell? The goblin gives you a conflicted expression. I didn't know, Cleric. I really didn't. He did not. Lady Sageleaf instructed me to not inform anyone, even her own agents. No need to be paranoid. How could I not be paranoid? Everyone's lying to me. Correction, I was lying to you. Lady Sageleaf potentially as well. Snell scratches his chin. I am not entirely sure how to feel about this. The old lady isn't one to spend money on resurrecting a city cleric, but I'm guessing she didn't want to wait for another one to appear. We should go speak with her, but remember that she paid for your resurrection, Cleric. I mean, that's an awfully nice thing to do. Well, I know it was self-interested, but I appreciate being resurrected. She seemed nice enough. I wouldn't use nice, but she's at least very, very competent. Goblin is telling the truth. You can read it in his eyes. It was a lie, but it was a lie for expediency. What spell did you use to revive me? He is quiet for several seconds, seeing if he should share this knowledge. A modification, then. A personal resurrection spell. Raise dead. I think that... Is that 5th level in 5e? 5th level necromancy spell. Can res within 10 days. With changes, it is not the original spell, as I'm sure you understand. Viskin's Raise Dead. My spell requires a higher cost while lowering the spell's complexity in return. A higher crown cost? Yes, Cleric. The new cost is doubled, 1,000 crowns, which is not too bad. My life is worth much more than that, yes. Is this why I lost my ability to cast higher level spells? Potentially. Whatever issues your body and soul appeared to have had with my spell, it was not permanent. My soul... let me call myself a wizard. It felt really weird when I woke up, like, different. Is that your dark magic also? That can happen, yes. As it can with any resurrection magic when a soul is given sufficient time spent away from its body. I like this new me. I don't think the difference was that big, honestly. Wonderful to hear. His cold voice shows no interest in your personal business. Soul magic is complicated. Not even the greatest arcanists were able to unlock all the secrets of the inner light. Perhaps one day you will. This will talk to Sageleaf. You know anything at the tea shop? What's there to say? I know about as much as your average Norvikian. A lie. He knows much more. How much does the average Norvikian know? And now you can tell me what you know about it. Of course. I heard the explosion. I went out to investigate only to find the tea shop caught up in a raging inferno. The Tolstad militia were already heading into action, so I went back inside as to not be in the way. Hear anything particular? Sort of shouting. Fire pretension declaration. shook the Lich House, and mind you, this is not some ordinary basement. This is a remnant tower going hundreds of feet deep into the earth. Are you sure? He does not want to tell you anything else, but while he's not been lying, there's something missing. Pretty sure. What were you doing? Working? I mean... You were working on a city holiday? I was behind, you know how it is. I'm pretty much always behind. I suck. Honestly, honesty is a virtue. This is only a DC 14 check. I should have been able to make this. The Dark Knight works for Viscant. Oh, it was higher DC before. Let's try and use a shard here. Yeah, now we're working. Stand there mulling over all you know of this strange pale mortician when your attention is drawn to the air. Air around you. It's damp and dry, cold. Piercing through your chain mail, leaving you with an uncomfortable feeling that appears locked within this place, the tower. You close your eyes, focusing intensely on that feeling all around you. It's not natural. Very much esoteric. A negative energy flow permeates the place to its core. All of it focused around a single point. The pale man. By the gods, he's covered in negative energy. Even worse, it emanates from him. This is no human. Man, our character's a little bit slow on the uptake. I knew he was a lich immediately. What are you looking at here is but the thin disguise of a creature most foul, most powerful. No mere spellcaster, no mere arcanist, no mere wizard. Viscant is a lich. An undead spellcaster of immense power. Yep. That was super. It's called the Lich House. He's not even hiding it. What do I do with this information? You should investigate this further. I don't mean to interrupt, Cleric, but you've been standing here in silence for almost 5 minutes. Is there anything else you wanted? Personal questions. His spirit recoils. He's clear does not want to answer these personal questions. Very well. Come up with a ton of random questions. Ask what you can do for him. Be his servant. No, absolutely not. There's discontent in your stomach. The thought echoes through your mind. The world is decay. Why are there so many apples? That's not really a personal question. Business deal between me and Lady Sageleaf. Shared storage. Got quite heated here a few years ago during a certain crisis. So now during less heated moments, they store a lot of produce here. A win-win. Is there a health code violation? He's right, unfortunately. The goblins have unique policies in place, separate from the rest of the Norvikian agricultural community. Who are you voting for? A bit invasive, but I'll oblige. I'll be voting for the Party of Norvik. Numanism, while crude and outdated in certain respects, has proven both its stability and economic assurance for business owners such as myself. The People's Connect. What the fuck? This game is just making up words. I'm trying to look at this. Am I spelling it right? A-N-E-A-E. Meaning. A word primarily used in Scandinavian languages. Depending on the context, it translates to jack, playing card, knight, or a servant. Don't throw Scandinavian words at me. I'm not Scandinavian. People's Jacks, self-proclaimed protectors of Earth's legacy, the party of Norvik wants to uphold the divine right of a dead divine dictator. I have my vote. Vote is cast for self-interest. It takes a special man to vote for any other reason. How long do you think it will be before another assembly is called? We need a shepherd, not a coalition of sheep, and I am that shepherd. I should be the God King. Fuck yeah. A grin spreads across the pale man's face. The first real emotion on that cold creature. Horrifying. Your gut rumbles at the sight of his perfect teeth. With you in charge, order would return to civilization. You can be damn sure about that. Truth and justice, simple as. The Cleric King just rolls off the tongue. Perhaps next election. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the ballot. I'm glad we got a little smile from the Lich. What about the Lich House? We handle dead bodies. How's business? Slow. Get more when it's relatively empty. Is it always morgue related? Actually, no. I used to dabble in dentistry and surgery a while back. I scaled down that production to focus on my private life more. Was that this film empowers you to prepare for another set of prying questions? Surname? Self-made man. No family. A war orphan. What a war, huh? Dude. Oh, man. That's some good dialogue. Snell doesn't agree. No wife or kids. Me neither, brother. Going for a fist bump. Fuck yeah. It's just us bros, right, Fiskin? Keeping a smile, the pale man politely bumps your fist. Oh my goodness. Just us bachelors. Just us bachelors, Viskin. Just a lich and a cleric being bachelor bros. You don't have to do that. I know. Any hobbies? Alright, Viskin has gone up a few notches in my book. I'm liking Viskin more and more. I can't believe he fist bumped us back. Despite how retarded we are. I like taking long walks. I also enjoy theater. But I mostly focus on running this lich house. I want a mortuary. I can't believe he calls it a lich house. And the rest of the time, light reading. I should try getting more hobbies, honestly. Thank you for reminding me, Cleric. He's not annoyed. In fact, he cares so little it is alarming. Where do you... That's a weird question. Where do you sleep at night? A cozy apartment in the holes. It's a short commute. A crack. You see the corner of his mouth twitching. He's hiding something from you. Yeah, the fact that he doesn't sleep because he's a fucking lich. Okay, where do you actually sleep? Cleric? I sleep in my apartment. I purchased it 3 years ago during summer. The address is 16 Bogle Tunnel. Anything else you want to ask? Spine tingles. Adrenaline and fear. Snell gives you a look of concern. He must have realized something was off as well. I have some other less invasive questions. No, I don't. Okay. I want to get my book fixed. I don't know where to do that, though. What time is it? 6 p.m. Business is probably closed now. Well, let's go talk to the bugbear. A rat. I guess it's not as friendly as the two in my inventory. Can I interact with the two in my inventory? No. What the fuck am I supposed to do with it then? Maybe we can feed him to the alligator. I wonder if Snell's gonna be like, what the fuck are we doing going down to the dungeon? Does Snell have an inventory? He's in my party. Can I not see Snell's stats? It's not. Think this way. Yeah, over here. Wait. Oh, okay. This secret door hole is hard to see. Where'd she go? Mushrooms. Oh, there she is. Is this the secret stash? Oh, it's Lord Pooh. Touch the roots. Look beyond the roots. Hello?
Huh.
Minimum Sescus Puni. Yeah, there we go. Look at that loot. Money. Jor, incense, and our bark skin, baby. We have a lot of defensive spells, to be honest. Oh, is that another shard? Give me that. Give me that. Are these... Why are there all a bunch of people turned to stone? What the fuck? What's been going on down here? Alright, give me speak to animals. Okay, we already beheld her. What do you got for me to trifle with? Oh no, it's a good apple that she had. We got wait, why do I never speak with animals? Oh no, we got bark skin from the tree. Okay. Helm to Mankind. Look at that scroll. No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. From Nissan, right? She told me I should tell you to give it to me. Oh. Okay, then. There's great respect for the elven druid. Okay. Seen a man in yellow pass through here? These can't even speak properly. Is that a yes? I did. Are you looking for this man? Yes. Bugbear shows you a deep frown and says, if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Well, I'm going to talk to him first, but why? Saw him approaching from the pillar chamber, told him to step away from halfway turf. But that bastard, he cast a spell on me. That handsome, huh? What? No. He was as ugly as the rest of you. You think I'm ugly? I cannot see your face, human, but I would assume so, yes. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words, and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. Sounds like charm person. charm of some kind. I was helpless like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens. What the fuck? What the fuck, Moongor? Run away from her before it's too late. What is it? What? You hate kittens? Yes, any child beast, really. They're too weak to survive on their own. That is a disgusting feature of adolescence. Okay. Well, I don't really want to avenge your honor because you hate kittens. What else can you tell me about him? He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things. How much darker? Handhill Goblin and Pale Fellorcs. That's not very... I have no idea what that means. Where'd he go? Through the south cave. She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away because of that darn spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle, but the bastard turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. I'm a wizard, by the way. Then I hate you. The bugbear lets out a grunt. Clearly signaling she's done with this part of the conversation. What's it like working for the Hobbits? They're good. Lady Sageleaf is a great leader. Her power is overwhelming. You don't... Well, you look stronger than she looks, but she's way stronger. Lady Sageleaf is a weak, inefficient leader who will fall soon enough. I have been given a life here, a purpose. While I do not enjoy living among your kind, the goblins are fine people. Snell's like, yeah, they're pretty great. Not you in particular, Weasel. Weasel, I don't think I deserve to be called that. Pretty good nickname. Do anything here? You got a hobby? A hobby? No. I do tend to some gardening duty as well. Keeping the dampness to an appropriate level and communing with Lord Pooh when the Dark Elf requires it. Did she teach you magic? No, but she has tricks. A lot of monsters? Yes. They often break into the upper city. The upper city below. It is mostly minor monsters, sometimes a large one. At times undead. Fought a ghoul last month, easy to kill, not too interesting. Can we get Moongor in our party? If we can get Moongor, she can go and smash that skeleton to bits for us. I don't really want to flirt with Moongor. Nothing out of the ordinary. Well, fuck you. A petrified bow. That's... doesn't seem that useful, to be quite honest. What am I going to do with a petrified bow? Why does it give 1 dex and 1 constitution? Yeah, apparently there was a basilisk. Gives 1 dex and 1 con. Is this... Okay, this hits a threshold on wisdom. Whereas this does not. Currently helping me. So we'll keep holding this crossbow. Really need to comprehend languages. Beware monsters. Well, apparently, this wizard, you can find something interesting upon its petrified surface. What? Oh. The figure stands before you, frozen in stone, completely petrified. Their arms are raised defensively, hands covering their face. Posture of pure terror. Basilisk victim. Why you guys just leave these statues in the area? We don't make the rules, Cleric. The old lady would love to clean these up, but there are laws against it. This is designated as a dungeon area, not as in the jail type dungeon, but as in dangerous monster territory. So if we find petrified victim, no matter how old, we're not allowed to even touch them. Only clerics can do that. We don't have clerics with spells powerful enough to reverse basilisk victims. That seems to be the case. Anyway, try not to break this poor sod. Every fold of fabric, every strand of hair, petrification captures everything in the moment of death. Ornate. Yeah, he's a wizard. I want his cloak. A book. I want the wizard book. Stone does not completely obscure ink if pressure was hard enough. The handwriting is crumpled. The wizard's notes. Most of their pages obscured by the angle on the stone. But one phrase stands out clearly, written in bold lettering at the top. Master Hagenshags, I will learn. Formal phrase like a student's oath, or a passphrase. Hagenshags. That is the name of one of the greatest houses of Arcanus in Old Dimenor. Commit it to memory. Somewhat interesting, I suppose. Oh, I want that rat. Come here, you. We're collecting a rainbow of rats. Oh, what time is it? No, 7 p.m. Well, we need to stay up until midnight to talk to the Lord. I'm not really sure. Do now. We can go down that tunnel. Do I have my spell book? There was a clue somewhere about where I could get my spellbook rebound. Which is what I would love to do. Did we make this check? We did not. Let's do that now. Fuck. Trying again. There we go. Dark landscape stretches covered in bodies of the damned and the waiting, their souls on display for judgment and callous sorting. Among them, you see one face turn to look at you. First, you believe it to be him. Then you understand, as the man who appears to be both younger and older gives you the look, or the kind of look of regret a father would have on seeing the return of a lost child. He turns to face the stairs. You watch him go again. Your heart racing, blood pumping. You get a grip. The vision has faded. Whatever you saw, it quickly disappears deep into your skull. The pillar does not whisper here. It screams. You need to go further down. We got to go deeper. Okay. There's just a door over here, right? Nothing. Oh. Have we been? I don't think we've been over here. Hold up. There's definitely a trap that's going to kill me. My goblin help find traps? Let me speak to my goblin friend. Stay in formation. No, I want you in front. You misunderstand. What is that? There's some bug. Oh, there's someone mining. Guess we can have a chat, maybe? Can we get in there? I don't even know if we can get in there. Oh, we have to jump down? Okay, well, what's this? Calendar. It's out of date. No kidding. A moon chart. It is an artifact. It's got magic. It's broken. Yeah, okay. I don't really want to jump down here, but can we? Exel Madsen. Behold. Not bad. Okay, he's a dwarf archaeologist. Fourth pillar of the feudal system. A spelunking, delving, digging, roaming, true-blooded adventurer. We've seen a lot of shit in his days. Azkill still has the glowing eye set on the next prize. The true reward. Alive on the trail, a horde. Okay. Doesn't sound like he's gonna murder me. 2 meters. Oh no. DC 5 checks. These ancients brisk. They could scuff you badly. Oh no. Attempt to step down in the smart. Well, it doesn't matter. We got disadvantage. Esoteric tingle leads you astray. Oh no. We're pretty likely to fail this. You have to roll a 7 or higher twice. Won't be a problem, right? Alright, time for a manly stride. No! Off by 1. Well, we'll just take some damage. Oh no. We gotta grab onto something. Grab onto Snell. This is an esoteric event. Your mind can barely register it. Your body's on the verge of breaking. Every moment, a painful reminder of the 1,000 others who failed just like you did. But you can take it. I guess we want to do this one. You follow them as they dance. One seems to go good, but it's far away. It's moving closer. By what force? Is it him? Take the string handed to you. You are at the bottom of the step. God, you're slow. Can we get moving now? What the fuck happened? What just happened? Dusk. Okay. You can get up here. Supposedly. How do we get out of here, by the way? The actual reason I didn't want to jump down here. Well, might as well talk to the dwarf and his pet centipede. Oh, we gotta go this way, apparently. A long step. Oh, what? What do I... So I'll just talk to him from here. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron and stone. A dwarf? Could be a trap. Hello there.
Huh?
Axel Madsen. Damn, that's a really orange-looking dwarf. Is that a pet lobster? The dwarf's smoldering eyes widen as he sees you. Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. That doesn't make us official. I don't know what will. Peeking over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping about. A rust monster? I don't think rust monsters are friendly. Is that a rust monster? He's very kind when he's fed. Ominous. What you doing? He lets out a smoldering laugh. A dwarf's gotta have a hobby. Let me introduce myself. I'm Axel Madsen. A dark dwarf. He's an underdwarf. Is that a, like, shit, I forgot what they're called in D&D. Hold on, I gotta look that up. I don't know why I forgot that. Indie dark dwarf. A Duragar. Pleasure to meet you. You're a Norvikian cleric, I presume. More of an arcane spellcaster. A wizard. Indubitably.
Huh?
A Whibbit's friend? Yeah, you're the dungeoneer looking for cats, right? More or less. I hope your lady wasn't too mad about my inquiry. We didn't get XP for calling ourselves a wizard. That's bullshit. I'd say annoyed is better description, but it's fine. Just don't trespass anymore. Will do, or I won't. I mean, but I should correct you. I'm not a dungeoneer. I'm more of a... With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform. Well, what do you call a historian with ambition? Orange Bee sends an echoing hiss. You're on an expedition of grand proportions. Find the legendary missing mine of Tulaman. Ulinkadal, an ancient ASCII civilization. Okay. Snail folk. The snail folk had esoteric might. That sounds like a quest. Just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. So here's the deal. I'm in trouble. You want to help? I might help. If I get paid. Two strange ruins in this section of the city below. White Mane ruins before the dwarves and humans, and even trolls. This place was ruled by cats. The theory goes the snails of Tulin had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Jor, the mines of Tulaman, a place of thick veins with endless growing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legend. Sealed esoterically, probably, since we can't seem to locate it. So there's ancient snail folk and then slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of the snail stuff. Exactly. So what's the problem? But I'm almost finished and I'm unable to gain access to the second White Mane ruins because it's inside Whibbit territory and they are very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Your lovely goblin friends have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. But you're a cleric. If you can get access into their territory, then please head south. Through the damp, high caverns, there should be a White Mane ruin at the end. Shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. Okay, so this is for the south area where the yellow guy went, right? Just look for big cats. All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or two blades. Either of those, then report back to me. I really, really do not care. Thank you, Snell. Know anything about the tea shop? I also love treats. He doesn't know about the explosion. Why are your eyes glowing? Oh, we could head to the Drunk Phoenix or the Drunk Sphinx. That's open. That opened up at 6 p.m. We may actually want to do that. Yeah. We're using magic to climb up and down a small step. I'm terrified of traps here. Let's head to the Sphinx instead of dying here in the dungeon. We also gotta pray. We'll pray by the apples. It's right here, right? I don't want to have to click on all of them every time. I'm going to read some of these descriptions. Good apples just makes 5 apples, right? 5 apples appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. The creature can use its action to eat 1 apple. Eating an apple restores 1 hit point, and the apple provides enough nourishment to sustain a normal creature for 1 day. And it's instantaneous, so you just get 5 apples. Grease. Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns it into low-friction, difficult terrain for the duration. That's it? It doesn't make them trip? I wonder if the undead are immune to necrotic damage. Simmering field appears around and surrounds you, protecting you from damage. For the duration, any loss of hit points is reduced by 1. I guess this game doesn't have, like, attack and AC system, so that's good enough. That's actually not very good. That guy hit me for 20 damage. The Shield of Faith just doesn't do anything. Speak with animals. Up to 10 minutes. Barkskin. What's Barkskin do? Resistance to all damage. Damage is half. Now we're cooking. That's good shit. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I guess. Oh, Barkskin's level 2. It looks like we can cast it, but we don't actually want to cast it right now. Or maybe we do. I don't know. No, we only get 2 level 2 spells. Yeah, there's the experience table. Oh, it doesn't triple from 4 to 5 or 5 to 6. Interesting. Levels out a bit. Okay. I don't know if there's a better way to get there, but I know I can get to it from here. Yeah, here we go. Raz, bow for hire. Wow. We did not learn anything about Raz. That was terrible. What do you have, Raz? Just incense?
Uh-huh.
The scent of smoke fills your helmet as you approach the hooded goblin. Didn't I see you at Pillar Crossing? Did I? I don't recall. You're getting more cran by the day. Fuck you, says Snell. You hear him clear his throat slowly. I suggest bothering someone else, human. You know this guy, Snell? Sure, that's Raz. Ignore him. He's not interesting. Listen to your pet, Cleric. Killing intent. These guys don't like each other. Pure rage is building in your companion. He only scoffs at Snell's question. I feel like there's some tension here. Both of them just quietly glare at each other. Glass him? Oh my god, this is a fucking meme from, what is it called? Wolf Among Us? Is that what the... Wolf Among Us. Yeah. Wolf Among Us. You know, they announced Wolf Among Us 2 is coming. But in Wolf Among Us 1, there's a scene where you're in a bar talking to someone, and there's an option to glass him. And most players didn't know what the fuck that meant. It's just not normal vernacular. Or at least in America, I think. Maybe people who go to bars know. Anyway, a bunch of people ended up taking their alcoholic beverage glass and smashing it on the head of someone they're trying to make friends with. So that's a funny option for us to just immediately attack him. It's going really poorly so far. That's not going that badly. Well, I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna glass him. He's interfering with my investigation. Glass him? That is some very vague intent, even by your standards. You grab a half-filled glass from the table. The goblin watches your movements closely. He wonders what the hell you're about to do. Strength check. We could pour it on the floor. We could toast to him. Let's pour it on the floor. Fuck you, Raz. You bitch-ass human. He is unable to actually attack you, but why? And now, we can continue with the other options? A toast for you after we pour out the drink? Sure, great. Put down the glass. Oh, wait. The DC went from 16 down to 10? You poured it out, you bitch. It's still less than a 50-50 here. We have to roll at 12. So 45% chance of success. Fuck you, Raz. Yeah! Fuck him. You finally crushed the glass into the face of the goblin. He groans as the glassy shards stick into his rough skin. What the fuck? That's what it means. The hooded goblin sits there glaring at you for a second, blood seeping out of his face, silently staring. He barely even reacts to having glass shoved in his face. This is horrifying. Both your horrible action and his reaction. You okay? This was a mistake. The goblin reaches to his side. He doesn't take a weapon. He instead opens a pouch, grabs some leaves inside and crushes them in his hands, all while his bleeding eye remains fixed on you, and then snorts the powder up his nose. You cannot see, but this must be some type of primal magic. Not a potion, a spell. Within seconds, the glass shards begin to pop out of his face, trickling to the ground. The bleeding stops, any running blood evaporating from his face. He dusts off the final shards of glass from his cloak. He picks up the pipe from the ground, taking a big drag. This goblin, for some reason, is unable to harm you. The coast is made of 3 folk. There are folk who wield force, the kind to break kneecaps and spirits. Then there are survivors, the folk who take beatings and pain and make it through every day despite living as prey. He leans back in the seat, blowing the smoke in the air. You are the 3rd kind of folk, human. The dead. Exactly. Human, trust me. You are the folk type meant for slaughter. Those who get trampled among the strings. The dramatic goblin is wrong. You are surely the 1st type. Right, extremely dramatic, both of you. Gives the hooded goblin a quick bow. But thanks for not killing the cleric, Raz. Then gives you a thumbs up. And thank you for doing that, cleric. Best thing I've seen all year. Fuck you, you grand piece of shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. So, who are you voting for in the election? None of your fucking business. You have to tell me. Some kind of Vorgeni bush in his pipe. Awful. Nah. Alright, well that was an interaction. I don't know what we gained or learned from that, except for, I guess, Snell appreciated that we did something truly horrible. There was like glass in his eyeball. That is not an okay thing to do. But I'm a player of a game, and that was an option it gave me. I had no choice but to explore. Level 1 rogue, what a little bitch. Praise kleptomaniac of a goblin. He needs help, professional help. Be careful with him. This is not a typical example of a goblin. This is an extreme, a stereotype, a fable. Oh my god. Smarter than you. I don't know about that. My int's pretty high. His eyes light up for a second, but then he notices Snell. Smarter, Snell. Don't cause any trouble. Okay. Snell motions for you both to leave the guy alone. Hello, Smarter. Leave him. As the 2 of you take a step away, Snell snides. Smarter is a notorious pickpocket. Don't let him get too close. Oh, we could be super racist. He's a rogue, just like me. I'm not a rogue. No, look, I'm talking a real, actual pathological kleptomania case, like a can't keep his hands away from pockets type of deal. Except Smarter, he fails every single time, hurting himself in the process too. What? Yeah, I don't think he's ever gotten away with anything, so just be careful around him. I don't want him hurting himself again. Okay, that's not the description I was expecting. But I guess we'll leave him alone then. We're trifling. Is that the musician's money? Can we just steal that? That doesn't seem... There's no way we could just take the money out of the donation plate. This... Okay, we can give money. Let's chat first. Behold! Another goblin. This one is looking to escape. Level 1 bard. She works hard, but only in ways that improve her craft, her passion. Miss Nearly. The goblin seems to be playing around with the strings on her instrument. Hey! Her entire body jolts when she sees you. She's frightened by the Earth Guard colors. I'm playing in a second, okay? Can I request a song? No. Go away, she mutters under her breath. I'm not well liked. I need some tense ambience for all the conversations I'm going to have here tonight. You should play some debate music. It would be suitable with the upcoming, with the election coming up. I don't know what debate music is. I'm going to be having a lot of conversations. We need some ambience. What every artist wants to hear. Be ambience. Every hero needs a bard. Don't dance. It'll hurt your chances at anything in this here tavern. I wasn't planning on it. Hello, good sir. Oh, it's Vera. What you doing over here? Okay, we've only got coins. Vera, what are you doing? It would be something akin to 1,000 a month. Oh, we're talking business with Rick's Biter, a local taverner. Obviously, all of my proprietary deals would have to be included in that. We've got a tiefling. It would make it more akin to double that price at least. The orc woman places her cup on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman behind the counter gives her a wide, sharp grin. Vera turns to leave and almost walks right into you. Oh, whoops. Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I can't stop to chat. Do swing by a water lane later, will you? As the orc steps past you and leaves the tavern, you look over to the woman behind the bar. She locks eyes with you while putting away the orc's cup. What's up? Behold. Nope. Not even a little bit. Let me trifle with you. Concentrated rhubarb ale. Oh, she's got a bunch of money. She immediately stops when she notices you approach. Trifling. Moniker devilish blood in their veins. My good lord, a cleric, how lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you her full attention. Name's Rick Spider. I'll be serving you tonight. Woman is a perfect hub of information. Pick her brain. Point at her horns. How did that happen? Yikes. I need to make it clear to you that I'm not a cleric. No way. Oh my? I'm a wizard. Oh, how wondrous. But I'm also the cleric of Norvik. Aren't you a catch? Are you flirting with me, lady? You're the tavern owner? Do you have a bunch of information that could help me in my quests? That could be arranged. I'll pick it real good. Neat. Sure. If there's anything I can do for you, just ask. I know more than most in this sprawling city of ours. Oh, Snell. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Want something to drink? I'm on the clock. Oh, you're the escort. That's not how I'd phrase it, but sure. She laughs and sticks a sharp finger in your face. Don't get Snell in too much trouble, you hear? He's already grumpy enough as it is. What's with the gesture towards the Sphinx? Is there actually a Sphinx in here? That's Ulzis. Great gal. She's a... Wait, there's actually a live Sphinx? She's a Gynosphinx. She's been here since like early Gate era. But good luck getting more than that out of her. Where is the Sphinx? I'm gonna have to look around for the Sphinx. She always drink that much? Yeah, that's the only reason this place stays open. She lets us all hang around her sacred chamber, and in return, I get her pumped on some river wine. Cost-wise, it's not that much worse than a regular city rent. Thanks for telling me about the Sphinx. You two friends, Snell? No. Don't say that, you're hurting my feelings. There's tension here. You should mention it. I sense sexual tension between you two. I don't think Snell finds you very attractive. Snell spent a lot of time here. You don't need to ask her. I'm not relevant. Or it's not relevant. He does. Although this is the most convenient third place for the Whibbits. So it's not like he's got too many options. We've got all the wonderful goblin we could need here every night. Since sexual tension between you two. That's... Snells quickly snaps at you with a glare. That's a statement I will strongly refute, Cleric. The fiendish woman nods, of course. Refuted it is. It is. For sure, absolutely. She laughs and leans in over the counter. All jokes aside, this is all part of the job, you know? Bully. Being a little fiend? Creating sexual tension? A bit on the nose, but sure. Bullying? Wouldn't call it that, more like playful teasing. Being a little fiend? It's just in the blood. Okay, I got it. Answering all my questions? Every single one. Snell's a hard nut to crack, I hear. You do not feel any nervousness speaking to this woman. What does that mean? Okay, well, let's go the opposite direction. I don't think Snell finds you very attractive. Oh, really? I hadn't noticed, although I do wonder what his type is. Don't tell anyone, but I think he might be into goblins. Probably something weird, like lizard folk. Maybe he's like a Virgini monk. Pure, innocent. Really, she says with an exaggerated expression? What a juicy rumor. Don't fucking talk about me like I'm not here. And Cleric, don't play into her mind games. She'll drain the wholesomeness out of your damn soul. Oh, I like that. Drain the wholesomeness. I should put that on a poster. But what about you, Cleric? Do you find me attractive? You do not feel even an ounce of fear or trepidation before this woman. Well, that's not really what she was asking now, was it? She is not sexually compatible with you. What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you telling me I'm only into women I'm afraid of? I don't know if I agree with you. Imagine partnering with such a blabbermouth. It would be your own personal hell. She's nice. A good woman. But no, you do not feel that way about her. Don't be mean about it. I've got 3 votes for no against the Tiefling here. She's the most... I don't get to see a picture of her. She's the most reasonable looking... She's better than the Bugbear. We were down to flirt with the Bugbear. And also, I think we could flirt with Snell, but not the Tiefling woman? Come on now. I guess our character just canonically is not into this Tiefling woman. Oh, wait, we can see her there. Was that there the whole time? Am I blind? Damn it, here I was, hoping a big strong cleric would come sweep me off my feet. If only there was a stoic goblin to keep me company. Which gives your companion an expression that lands somewhere between cute puppy and tigress. No, thank you. You know about the tea shop? It blew up. People keep saying that, right? Very strange. I can recommend talking to the kid at the kiosk upstairs. I already did. I'm about the tea shop owner. He's a real piece of work. Like, I'm impressed that he kept that tea shop afloat for so long, but there's no other room. I love rumors. Drummer kept the tea shop full of Asgilists, mostly young ones, but supposedly he'd been working with the Freestriders on the side. Like some kind of spy. Could you imagine? Does he come here often? Nah. Or, well, yeah? Look, I see him around, but he's not a regular. But when he does show up, he's loud and wants to perform, you know. She gestures drumming on the counter. Not the greatest patron. Do you think he blew up the... I don't think he blew up the tea shop himself. Where's he at? Really? Sounds very relevant. More something about covering every liability, and his escape plan was, look, I thought it was a bad joke. But he said, from what I recall, that he was to sneak into a crate and ship himself to Reed, so he's probably down at the docks. Have to survive for weeks in a tiny cramped space. But apparently bird feet bulk don't need food. I mean, I'm sure it happened at some point historically. Drunken ramblings, but if I were you, I'd check water lane. Okay. You know a man called Frank, son of Frank. So happy I'm not the one having to ask that stupid fucking question. No, I'm afraid I haven't. She eventually manages to tell you, sorry, Cleric. I'm searching for a pal. Am I? Don't expect to find much. I haven't seen Lord Gorm for weeks. You know him? Handed him drinks a few times, exchanged a few words, so I know him. What's he look like? Big guy, Earthguard-like outfit, but with more gold. Not the type you'd like to arm wrestle. Green eyes, blonde, long hair. Wear a helmet? Never, actually. Always showed off those golden locks. Never hear him say anything suspicious. What you hear? Mostly a bunch of ranting about how every single political entity in the city should be burned to the ground. Some typical pro-human slogans. You know this stuff. So Lord Gorm is a fascist. Got it. I'm sure he has his reasons to have said. I hope you told him to shut his mouth. These are all some pretty strong opinions. Every single political entity should be burnt to the ground. That sounds anarchist if it, you know. I mean, being pro-human is... I gave him some snark. I did good. Know where I can find him. Either he's cracked under the depression and started living as a fisherman or beggar on Water Lane, or he's died in the tunnels below fighting undead abominations, or he's jumped on a ship to Muletown. Maybe Lord Gorm wants to head out into the infinite wastes. Although I don't think you're going to find him, Cleric. Maybe there's some clues as to his fate somewhere here on Tolstad. Who knows? You read the Asgul chant? Nah, not my scene, but since the tea shop went poof, I've got a lot more patrons bringing it in here. I wonder why. Very strange. I see. So the Asguls were meeting at the tea shop, but because the tea shop blew up, now more of them are meeting up in here. It's funny, I can't see you wink because of the helmet, but the way you move your head makes it comically clear you're winking. It's very cute. Where's it printed? Some dark corner. Who writes the articles? A group of angry dwarves? What do the people think about it? Okay. Who you voting for? That's a cheeky question. Don't worry, I will not repress your political opinions. Promise? I swore, Lady Rick Spider. Don't just start screaming like that, for fuck's sake. You've made this woman very happy. Early on, I thought about voting for the Agricultural Party. They had a big focus on small business owners. That's me. But obviously they moved over to a bigger worker class focus and are now completely swallowed by Asgalism. So now I'm leaning towards the Free Striders. They want to build up the economy and increase trade, which will directly make my life so much easier. Plus, it's hard to ever vote for the Nationalists when they want my kind to be second-class citizens. Fair. And the Free Striders will let you buy your way to first class or what? She gives him a half smirk, something like that. I mean, trade would obviously, she's running a tavern. Of course, trade would make her life easier. I mean, liked. They had a neat manifesto, okay? Freedom of movement and business type shit. Hey, just because I vote for them doesn't mean I'm dedicated for life. They happen to be the most useful for my business. Yeah, that's fair. Fuck fascism. Hell yeah. Okay. Tell me about yourself. You devil or demon fiend. Damn. Several businesses. Some people call me a bit of a serial entrepreneur. Thinking of expanding, but you might imagine it's quite difficult, especially with all the wonderful complexities created by our dear home lord. Magistrate. Okay. Only this city held another city below crusade, then I might be able to dig out a few rooms, but for now this is just a tavern. Though usually a local cat holds dance classes here once a week that's pursued during the election, though. Or that's paused. Anyhow, I'm rambling. Did you want a story about how I procure this location? Sure. But I'm not actually going to read it. Alright, I ain't reading all that shit. What's your mother's maiden name? Am I allowed to say that? Isn't that a curse thing? Like knowing the true name of a devil or something? So you're a devil? No? Or, I mean, you're not one of those folk that keep confusing devils and demons, are you? Devils are lawful evil. Demons are chaotic evil. Yep. That's the case. Since we're literally just playing Dungeons and Dragons. Both creatures of evil, flawed to the core. Stare at her for a bit, then say, no, I'm an expert in my field. In demonology? Yes, it's all real. Alright, well, let's just move on, and I'll keep that as a secret just in case. You are unaffected by the wink. How do I get to the undercoasts? I don't know. She points down his head down until gravity flips. Never been myself. Are you... I guess she's got to be a demon then, because I asked her if she's a devil, and she said no. I guess that's it. Okay, I see the Sphinx now. The Sphinx is very obvious. Is the Sphinx gonna ask me a riddle? An old well. Jump? Are you fucking crazy? I wish I was the greatest knight in all of Ascany. Won't you look at that? That must mean you're already the greatest knight, right? Okay, we gotta... Okay, after I talk to the Sphinx, I'm jumping down the well. Alzis, Vault Guardian. What vault are you guarding? Ooh. Hey, they're lawful good. I don't know what a gynosphinx is. Thousands of years spent guarding a hole in reality. Remember, her perception is beyond your ability to conceive. For her, a day is a fleeting moment, unless you make it memorable. Gynosphinx giving out riddles. A woman is searching for something, anything, even remotely interesting about these scurrying mortals. Why else allow them into her lair like this? She is not being exploited. Whatever deal she struck with the tavern keep, this beast of Jor could break it at any moment. None of them hold any power over her, yet she cannot leave. Resentment. Anyone sane, even or with even a sliver of mortal understanding, would feel resentment after being stuck in one spot for millennia. Ulzus, this oh so powerful creature, feels a hint of resentment towards her masters. Perhaps that is why she entertains this fleeting moment. Well, she's a big smarty pants. Monstrosity is technically correct, but it just seems rude. What do you got? I can't reach from there. Okay, fair. A lull falls out of the ambient cheer, just a beat of uncertainty as his cleric steps before the tavern's singular attraction. You have the bravado to wow her. Be exactly what you are. Do exactly as you do. She, along with everyone else, will love you all the same. Hey there. Towering, you stare at this somewhat feline creature up on the stage, a living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel, clearly not paying you any mind. Antiplean, what? For the closing of the gates, used to refer to those who lived before the end of the gate era. The scent of cheap wine lingers in the air, along with an esoteric sensation. Gynosphinx is not to be trifled with. Her physical characteristics are enough to crush everything that is you. Monstrous being often found undertaking missions for the gods. Okay. She will not have to raise a paw, for her magical prowess could exile you from Jor's realm in an instant. Tread carefully. Greetings. Sphinx looks down at you, meeting her glowing blue gaze makes you feel like you're falling far, far below the world. There are arrows of wisdom behind those eyes. Her expression turns dark. Dark tidings bring you to the hearth, she speaks, slow and rolling. You see a hint of chaos in her movements, unfocused. A helmed dog dragging its leash around the vestiges of Jor. She extends a claw thick as your arm and pokes you in the stomach. That's ridiculous. Dogs don't wear helmets. And then she lets out a deep breath. Smells like an old basement full of booze. She like that. Somehow you've appeared witty to her. She takes another sip from her barrel, not looking at you. Watch yourself, Cleric, he whispers to you. Ulzus isn't one for idle chit-chat. Snell, I know we haven't been together very long, but I think you know damn well, based on my interaction with the angel, that's not gonna happen. You know this Sphinx? Every night there's a drunk jackass that asks for a riddle. She usually doesn't hurt them. Fine, Snell, I can handle this creature. Point the Sphinx's head. Oh, a riddle, that would be fun. Thank you, Snell. What, did you not hear me? Hello? Well, let's ask some questions first. And ask, little one, see if you can spark my interest. Is your tavern your lair, or your lair a tavern? Eventually she lowers it and says, that is indeed a riddle worth pondering. You like the hustle and bustle in here? I'm content for now. Did anyone ever try to fight you? Yes, alcohol tends to lower risk assessment capabilities among mortals, which sometimes ends with violence. Always from a man, strangely enough. I do wonder why. You a big drinker? I partake. It does little to affect me, but the taste is lovely. What's that door behind you? Nothing. But it's clearly something. How perceptive of you, little one. She holds up a paw as if presenting a prize. Beyond me lays one divine vault of many. She lowers her head slightly in a tiny bow. I am its protector. It's really not more complicated than that. Gonna flirt with the Sphinx? I don't know. That's really the game wants. It's okay for us to flirt with this weird looking Sphinx, but not with the Tiefling. There's some weird biases going on in the flirt department in this game. Who are you voting for? I'm not. You're not apolitical, are you? What? Why? I cannot leave to vote, I'm afraid. Even if it was my business to leave an imprint on the affairs of mortals. If you could vote, what would you vote? Oh, I don't know. She points a claw at you. What would you have me vote for if you were in my shows? Me. I'll lead us to a glorious future as a wizard god king. Oh, will you? Yep. She gives you a knowing smile. She knows more than you'll ever learn. That may not be true if you have your way. I could, but that would break my divine quest. You cannot do that. Well, that's fair. But not a bit expected a mortal to understand. Interesting. Isn't it lonely? I must remember that my perspective on time is different from a mortal. When one views events on a scale measured in arrows, a chat like this is but a fleeting blink among a heaven of stars. She speaks from a pool of knowledge deeper than your entire potential existence. So everything is going really fast for you? Hanging around a tavern can't be too lonely, right? So there's no dude sphinx in your life then? Everything going really fast for you? When a child grows, a house once thought massive will soon start to feel cramped. As time grinds on, the idea of today is no longer a canyon of possibilities. For me, that house is minuscule. What about this then? Try jumping side to side really quick. Sphinx, follow your movements with a stale expression. Careful, this is how you sprained your ankle last year. Your companion stares at you with an open mouth. The size of the house now! The Sphinx has an inscrutable expression on her face, watching you pant like a dog. Those were some spectacular jumps, little one. She's being patient with you, but also somewhat entertained? Or is she being sarcastic? But please, calm down. Okay. There's no dude Sphinx in your life? Touch upon a sensitive subject. I found that when this question is put to me, despite my vast age, despite my demeanor, despite everything, the inquirer is not referring to companionship. Taps a claw. You wish to speak of reproduction, little one. Cleric, you hear the harsh whisper. Are you sure about this? Yes, I would like to hear about Sphinx reproduction. I don't know if I do, but why is it underlined? What does that mean mechanically? Most mortals find this discussion to lead into very uncomfortable territory. Yeah, I want to hear it. There are many lower races of Sphinx, some more bestial than others. Apart from often serving lesser purposes, they also share a common characteristic. They are all male. I'm male. Nothing wrong with that. She looks you up and down. Nothing is a very strong word in this case. Each of these degenerate Sphinxi then naturally crave the companionship of my kind. Oh no, is that what the Gyno and Gyno Sphinx means? Oh no. I didn't realize. Okay. They control the means of reproduction in their species. For Gyno Sphinx to lower herself to their level, it is simply unthinkable. Well, apparently it occasionally happens since there's Sphinx. Then how the bestial Sphinxes should really work on themselves. Any man would desire such beauty in his life. They can't be that bad. Have you even given them a chance? This is an awkward conversation. They can't be that bad. They should work on themselves. I mean, I'm not gonna flirt with the Sphinx. She gives you a quick laugh. Those creatures will never reach such heights. It is not in their nature. The degenerate races of Sphinx were born wicked and craven. These creatures are no more similar to I than a horse to a donkey. Well, that's... what? I mean, horses and donkeys are pretty similar, if I'm going to be quite honest. I don't think that donkeys are by nature wicked and craven. No, not even this, as it implies some level of closeness. A horse god to a painting of a donkey. Okay, that's a little more reasonable. Misconception of our similarity will plague me for eternity, but considering them a legitimate partner, creating more... A true man in his mind, he is not violent by nature, nor is he afraid of action. He is decisive yet tolerant. He is wise yet still ready to learn. A true man is a riddle. They not have free will. Good on you for stopping them from reproducing, making the world better one sexless day at a time. They do, which makes it even worse. Like a beast, they simply cannot fight against their instincts. Instincts which are very evil, selfish and violent in nature. But unlike normal beasts, they do get stuck within alignment, since they are smart enough to know better. I see. However, there's a more civilized Sphinx, apart from my own kind, of course. The glow in her eyes intensifies. She enjoys thinking of this manly creature. Oh. The Androsphinx, a beautiful, powerful servant of the gods. Few inhabit this coast of ours. Yet those that do, a bitter taste spreads. There's more than history here. There are lifetimes. They're gay. They're gay, aren't they? They're all gay. They are, like all men, insufferably prideful. Oh, and women are all paragons of humility? Well, let's take a chill pill. Let's not make the Sphinx lady angry. There's always a story. Every bias is brought from perspectives, after all. She takes a sip from her barrel and leans her head on a paw. Hear my tale. During the early days, when the gates stood open, one winter long ago, I was tasked to guard a passage on the border of an empire you'll never know. That empire's goddess sent an Androsphinx to guard the very same passage. His name was Tremblim. Our meeting was by chance and by fate. We had the same mission sent by different powers, a simple mishap. Trem was a gallant specimen. He spoke with an air of grandeur and purpose. It was easy to spend hours in his company, days, then months. Though we became increasingly physical in our relations, our conversations steadily became more stale. After years of sharing a lair, I sensed a bitter tone gnawing its way into every interaction between us. He would berate me my every action. He would go on month-long hunting trips and come back empty-handed. He would end every philosophical discussion or debate, even those we had with visitors, with snarky comments. Tell me, with whom do you believe this venom originated? Which one of us would be at fault, so to say? I mean, I don't know, you guys. I don't have enough information to make a determination here. We got a very short version of the story from one side. Who knows what... she might be at fault, but we don't know what happened. You two just weren't compatible? An understatement. I pushed for him to tell me where this irritable act of his came. After many long arguments, he relented. Guess what Trem confessed to be the cause of his toxic behavior. He had a thorn stuck in his paw. He was bored with the relationship. It's not a sex thing, is it? If only. She takes a big gulp from her wine barrel. He said I was arrogant, that I could never be wrong, that I was stubborn. Those words are tinged with bitterness and contempt. This Andro-Sphinx has a deeper, more venomous meaning behind his statement. You surprised me, little one. It took time for me to truly understand why he would say such things. Eventually, I figured it out. Trem was intimidated by me. For the half-century we spent together, he never once could keep up in our debates. He never could solve our best riddles, nor even understand many of the most basic of philosophical topics that I brought up. I never had a problem with this at all. It was endearing to watch him struggle. Okay, well, that's a little demeaning. I never would have assumed such a magnificent man would succumb to the lowest of sins. Pride. Pride is not the lowest sin, okay? That is a crazy thing to say. Pride is pride in oneself is necessary if one is to accomplish great deeds. She is small-minded, like most of her kind. Thank you, intelligence. Leave it to intelligence for the big brain takes. Trem could not stand to be outmatched, at least not in the long run, so we parted ways as amicably as could be given the circumstances. That was my first mission here on this Jor's realm. This Gynosphinx has struggled with her hatred for longer than you will ever live. Yet despite the difference in your natures, what she seeks here from you is simply validation. Separation was wise. You should have let him win every once in a while. True man seeks greatness in his partner. He does not fear it. Yeah. She nods. When I told him the same thing, he did not respond positively. The Sphinx sighed. You've made for a decent audience of this tale of mine, little one. Sharing experiences like this is one way I hope to grow despite my age. You have any final comments to leave with me? Your bias is not wrong, but remember, all folk, men and women alike, Sphinx or human, are both pitiful, spiteful, and wonderful in their own unique way. Your story is very interesting. I will think about what you have told me here today. Well spoken. Now I tire of this conversation, little one. Will you leave me with my wine, or do you have more topics you wish to question me on? Do you give out riddles? Certainly. Are you ready? Yes, please. I love riddles. She finishes the last bit out of her barrel and she puts it down with a slam. Then the Sphinx leans in, hissing. Once I had the sun's favor, my creed cling close to the wall. Matured in shadows, I've witnessed empires rise and fall. Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. She raises her paw and gestures to the open chamber. Yet I remain a draught of remembrance. Drought? A history's thrall. What am I? Oh, easy. The answer is wine, specifically grape wine. Clinging to the trellises eliminates many other fruits, and grape wine has been made for generations. Though given that this is an entry-level riddle, you imagine simply wine will suffice. A lovely poem about life's journey, and how time changes all, even the simplest grape. Make a guess. Why can't I just... I already... We already made the check. We know it's wine. Why do I have to guess? What the fuck? It's mine. we know that the answer is wine. Why can't I just say wine? What? Is this a bug? I feel like this isn't how this is supposed to work. Why do I have to guess? I don't have any other things. I don't have any other options to answer. What do you think, Snell? What do I get if I get it right? Satisfaction. I guess we're guessing. This is dumb. We know what the answer is. If I fail this, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, we got it. Your mind settles on a single possibility for the simple riddle. Matured in shadows. Obviously wine. Obviously. Yeah, I got it. The answer is wine. Wine. Yeah, wine. Wine, yes, this is very correct, little one. Wonderful job. Another riddle solved. Huzzah. Since you're so amazing, would you be interested in a quest? I love quests. Accepting a divine quest from a sphinx is no trifling matter, mortal. In fact, few would survive an ordeal. A quest? Indeed. Behind me stands a vault. It opens only to those worthy. She leans her massive head downwards, close enough for you to smell her wine breath. To prove worthy, you must solve my most ancient of riddles. So old it was handed to me when I first stepped inside the chamber, millennia past. I'm pretty great at questing. I'm sure you are, little one. Your companion whispers to you, you're going on an epic sphinx quest now? Sure, why not? Not like we're on the job or anything. All things are connected by the strings. Turn your companion and whisper, this is important, Snell. Maybe to you. No, really, it's very important to the job, too. Convince me. You grant me esoteric knowledge or like the tea shop? We get to go in the mystery vault. Solving the tea shop mystery is one thing, but the vault could have anything behind it. It could even solve the tea shop mystery. You're an idiot. Look, I won't stand in the way. Just don't waste too much time on it, okay? A hero must face much adversity during his quest. The answer of which is not uttered in words, but revealed by action. By esoteric might. She goes quiet and closes her eyes. Found within the arcane flare, twin tongues of flame that scorch the air. Takes a breath, revealing a wicked grin. Burrowed deep within the earth, a primal string to show your worth. And she leans in, almost whispering those final words. Folk and gods, in thronging herds, a man divine alone howls his words. This is intensely vague and cryptic. The answer is not something you can speak. She uses a massive claw to grab something from her pile of stuff. Tosses to you a tavern key. Once you understand this riddle, return here. You can only solve it during daytime, alone. We wouldn't want anyone else accidentally figuring out this riddle, would we? She glanced at your goblin companion. The goblin groans. I am not interrupting the job for that. Do it in the morning or something before you pick me up. The Sphinx chuckles. I never sleep, so you can show up any time after sunrise and before the tavern opens. What do you know about the tea shop? Settled me, which is not an easy thing to do. An explosion like that has not been felt in this place for decades at least. We're not going to try to jump scare. It's reminded me of our darkness, what your people call the Fade Era. It was a time just before I was tasked with guarding the vault. Then the Molluscatullan cattle, these mollusks, often bargained with me for divine knowledge and assistance. I like those snails. They were good company. Oh, okay, they're snail people. I was sad when their city melted under Azu's fire. The crackling of those flames, a terrible force that ruined everything in its path. Flames of many colors. Memories of beasts in the days of Jor. Those thoughts stirred in me when I felt that explosion. She just mentioned flames of many colors. They did mention, the newspaper boy mentioned that the fire was blue for a second. So I think there's a link there, but our character's too stupid to pick it up. Old magic. Been here since the Fade era. There were some excursions early on, but yes, a bit over a millennia. I feel bad for you. Don't. This is my purpose, just like I'm sure you have yours. It was Dragonfire? No, she thinks you're stupid now. Someone have used Fireball. I've seen more than a fair share of those my time. Seems like everyone uses it. Third level Fireball would not come close to that power. Destructive spells come in all shapes and their sizes and shapes, but there's a saying among arcanists that any spell made to cause damage is just Fireball in different clothing. So who knows, maybe, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Let's talk about Esu's first. His terrible reign is a topic left out of polite conversation. Whenever you see the flaming mounds upon the burned coast lit up in smoke and cinder, you will know his will has not gone away. Flames of many colors, blue, yellow, and purple. It is said if you can see the purple, it will be the last thing you do, either from blinding or merciful death. It really... I don't want to flirt with the Sphinx. Okay, we're gonna pass. Okay, it's about time for me to end stream. So I'm gonna save and jump down this well. Jump. Excuse me? Or excuse you? You're doing what exactly? I'm jumping down the well. You say that as if it's somehow a good idea. Maybe not. Just jump. Snell grabs you. No, that's a bad cleric. Back from the deep, deep hole. But Snell, I wanted to jump down. Not on my watch. If you want to die from rapid fucking dungeon descension, do it on your own time, asshole. Snell, I think we need to part ways real quick.
Huh?
It's late. You can head off if you want to. You're gonna go to sleep, right? Because I sure hope you're not going off on some adventure by yourself. I don't need to sleep. I'm the cleric. Fine, I'm Drop into the darkness. For several seconds, you feel nothing but soaring air through your uniform and helm. As the extreme tingling sensation fills your senses, the sense of falling hit the ground. The cleric fell down. 20d6 fall damage. I could survive that technically. I've got like 25 hit points. They could be all ones. You don't know. We need a slow fall spell, apparently. Okay, well, that is the perfect place to end the stream. Thanks so much to anyone who watched the stream. I really appreciate it. A multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. You can check me out on either place. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to keep streaming Esoteric Ebb. Well, I guess... Okay, well, I started the stream on Wednesday, and it's Thursday now. I'm going to stream again today, Thursday, for me. Then I don't usually stream on Friday or the weekend, so the next stream will be on... Well, I'll stream Esoteric Web Thursday and Monday and Tuesday, and then on the 24th, Deltarune comes out, so I'll probably play that instead that day. But that'll only be 1 or 2 streams, and then we'll go back to Esoteric Ebb probably. Yeah, I also post short content to my TikTok and my YouTube, so you can check me out there. I really appreciate it. And that's it. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Have a lovely evening. Peace.